Creed will have been invented at that same time.
A Creed CD, but don't bring him a CD player. Just a
What
CD.
is the shiny
Just a
disc?
CD. Someday this will be worth something.
I love that. Don't bring
What
a
if-
CD, but not the CD player.
What if, okay, so they think it's like an alien technology, and
If
for
you spin
hundreds
this
of
really
years,
fast,
they're trying to figure out how to like reverse engineer it, and they
yes.
listen to it, and then for whatever reason they're not into it. They're like, what if I?
They're just not into it.
Yeah, they're like, this
Spin this.
sucks.
A Nickelback CD.
Yeah.
This sucks.
So imagine the fact that a
this
Nickelback
bard
CD could become a national treasure.
Dude, this bard
Until
is
they listen to it.
trash.
This bard sucks.
This bard is trash.
Look at this graph.
Look at this parchment.
Anyway, are we live on?
Oh yeah, no,
YouTube?
we
Oh.
been live, baby.
We done been
Get your
live.
broomies
Yeah.
in chat. Let's go.
Yeah, but is anyone watching?
Of course.
I got the notification on mobile, which is good.
That's a good thing. That's a start at least.
You guys are getting notifications.
Yeah, you got to ring the bell, Bo.
Yeah, you gotta ring the bell, you bozo.
Ding dong.
Sorry, that was crossing the line. I didn't mean that.
What'd you call me?
Nothing.
Dare you?
It's offensive to clowns.
To clown people. Well, we ain't getting any younger. So, shall we roll for recap?
I've been known to roll a recap in my
We
day.
could roll for recap, I suppose.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid.
Yeah, always be
Uh-oh.
afraid. Ooh.
What do you mean by that? Well, at least we're consistent with our rolls.
Wow,
Good
wow,
work,
wow.
game.
How do I win
Watch
with a
that.
15?
Well,
That's-
it was
that's
13, 14, 14, 15. That was
15's
consistent.
well above average.
Yeah.
Your EV on a D20 is 10.5.
Let
Well-
me recall things. Just give me a second.
Bill,
Really,
Bill,
really
Bill.
focusing here.
Mhm.
focus.
Let's see. Last week was
Lock in.
episode 9 of House of Dargons. All right. Oh, good. Oh, a whole page and 3/4 of notes.
Oh dear. Do not read line by line. I will give you negative advantage.
How am I so? I'm okay. If I don't go into extreme detail, I'm gonna get to the end of it, and you'll say, "Actually, the things that you missed were."
Please summarize the bullet points, please.
Summarize the summary. All right, the burned down cabin has a stone foundation that's with a still standing fireplace, and the floor is completely burned away. Rev uses detect magic for the first time as he knows the cultists were in the area before. He sees a light glowing from under the rubble in the fireplace. There are a few bright stick-built figures that are shining surprisingly brightly. They are ominous-looking dolls. There are 6 of them. And Rev holds the stick figures and tells Dwight that they are emitting a lot of magic energy. It's abjuration magic. This is some sort of curse form. It feels darker, as though they are cursed items. If we were to destroy these, it might get rid of the sirens call to the nearby monsters. Dwight and Rev agreed to destroy the dolls, and he suggests burning them. Dwight suggests burning them, as they were in the fire pit under burnt rubble. There is a large, faint, blue-silver plume of fire. They successfully destroy the dolls. I think it worked. Pete does not find any trace of metals from the fire, as he thought there might be some metals that in the dolls that could be sold. We go up the hill and find 2 other cabins in the same state as the one before. Rev finds what looks like a lockbox. He grabs it and brings it to the caravan. He presents it to Pete. Pete opens it with ease. There's a cloud of smoke that comes out of the box and hurts Pete. Inside there are some gold coins, a bright gold ring, and there's a cloth with AD embroidered on it. The Ring of Puzzler's Wit has 3 charges and it gains a D4 per day, gains D4 charges per day, gives advantage on intelligence checks with an expended charge. Tybor comes out of the cabin very cautiously, and he wanted to see us off and thank us for helping, unlike what he did. He presents a scroll with purple wax on it. He tells us to give it to his brother, and that we should be rewarded for what we did. Rev tells him about the dolls. Tybor suspects it's the cultists, as the logging just recently expanded into the area and the area of the woods, but the cultists apparently didn't take kindly to it. Tybor gives Rev paper with a sketch of a skull and with lightning bolts striking through it. It was apparently on one of the cultists that attacked the camp a couple weeks ago. Rev puts everything in his bag, including the paper. And we head back down the road towards Dwight's house. Pete convinces Bill to throw the mood ring into the woods. Dwight sees a black small mass in the road ahead. It looks like it's a ball of fur, maybe. Rev gets out and approaches it. Long story short, it's a dead boar. Pete shoots at it because he's scared of everything. A blue plume... A blue plume vents from it. The smoke seems to linger. Pete decides for the caravan that we're going to wait for the smoke to clear before passing. Apparently a good thing that we did. We hear a roar in the distance as the dragon appears to be active. Dwight now recognizes the woods, and we decide to take a detour to his house. It's a long travel. We get to the house and are greeted by Mose. He makes some beef stew. Dwight wakes up early and checks on Mose. And Mose wants
beef stew.
What?
Beet stew.
Beet stew. Did I say beef?
You did.
I think you did.
I couldn't tell.
What I meant was
Minus the inspiration.
beet
Got
stew.
the wrong kind of stew.
Hey, we're almost there.
That's what
Dwight recaps the adventures to Mose. He thinks that he'll remember Bill's name, but doesn't think he'll remember Rev's name. We eat and go to bed. Dwight wakes up early and checks on Mo. He goes outside but doesn't see him, but sees Pete, and Vinny's still sleeping. He stands at the door awkwardly until everyone awakens. Bill feels envious today. Dwight finds that Mo is leaning against the fence outside, and he seems to be staring into the forest through one of the lookout nooks, up the road in the direction from where we came. Dwight takes a look and sees what appears to be a gang trail that appeared overnight. Mose asks for the group to help him investigate. As we go out, we see what looks like the caravan that came through the area. There are drag marks, footprints, broken branches, etc. Dwight suspects the cultists. Dun dun dun! The variety of footprints, I can't read, could potentially be human, and the drag marks could be a card of some sort. As far as we can tell, the path was made with direction and without intentionally approaching the Shrewd Farms. Rev knows that the group that Tybor told him about travels in a group, and they have a wagon. Really bad sentence that I typed there in haste. There seems to be red muck in the muck in the woods. A blood trail of sorts. There's a torn piece of traditional gray cloak material that Rev is familiar with. He tells us that this might be a group that he's familiar with. It's a group that's not known to cause problems. Story time. Rev tells us that Tybor gave him the symbol of the Thunder Arrow clan. It's a group of orcs that use these woods as hunting grounds, a tribe that he used to be a part of. He thinks that they could potentially be acting differently than they used to when he was part of the clan. He doesn't think that he has many connections left in the clan with how long he's been out. Rev wants to investigate the clan and follow the trail. It's clear that it would be hard to bring Vinny along. Dwight suggests we follow them soon to make up ground. Mose tells the group that it feels like something has been watched in the forest. We understand that this dragon is new to the area, and it's terrible that Neverwinter hasn't sent forces to take care of the thing. Mose stays behind to watch after Vinny, and we step on the eastern facing direction to the Neverwinter woods next time, which is today on House of Dargons. Did I miss anything?
No, your spreadsheet got it pretty good.
No,
No,
that
I
was
just
tons
remembered
of-
that.
Tons of excellent details that couldn't have definitely been summarized a bit more. But no, great.
There's no winning. There's no winning.
There is definitely winning. No, that was great. That was a great, Bill. One point of order though. technically,
Actually,
Pete never did share the fact that he surmised that just that last little bit that you added about the dragon and whatnot. That was Pete's inner monologue that he never actually did share with the rest of the group. So technically, you guys don't know what his
Strike
inner
that from the
monologue
record.
is.
Pete
So
said what?
strike it.
What did
Your last little
the,
bit
the
about
combination of the dragon being connected to the
Oh,
cultists.
we don't
We
understand that
don't
the
know.
dragon is new.
You don't.
Pete understands.
No,
Pete-
Pete doesn't understand. I rolled like terrible.
3. Yeah.
So none of us understand that?
It was
Not a
it's
single person.
It's obscure thoughts in Pete's mind that he did not say out loud. So you guys, unless you, I mean,
I'm
your
gonna
characters
axe it. It's gone.
your characters are free to think
We're gonna
whatever they want.
broomy it
but-
out of there.
But they are
was
also
not-
free to think wrong.
It
Bullet
was not
point
factualized. Is
gone.
what I'm saying to you. Right.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying though? It's not
Get it out of
factualized.
there.
So your characters are welcome to consider whatever they'd like. Matt, such excellent Bill, such excellent note taking and scribing is only best rewarded with a D6 in your pocket. So
Oh, thank
feel
you.
free to hold on to that point of inspiration, and thank you for taking such excellent notes.
God thanks me
forget to use
for
it.
good notes.
Thank you for okay, so it is early morning. You guys find yourselves walking through a heavily wooded area. The game trail that you guys discovered certainly does extend for quite a ways. You see it kind of thin and grow, and it does come and go, right? It's not like it's always 20 feet wide and well rustled. Sometimes there's some tact. It kind of veers. It looks like it stops in spots for you guys. Who's leading the way on this game trail?
I do not have Vinny anymore, so I will not. I'm gonna be in the back. I'm not leading this one.
Presumably, I would be leading, as I may know where they're coming from or where they're headed.
I like that.
Bill is envious today, right?
Yes, you are still envious.
Well, I think that I will be in the back of the pack, probably walking alongside Pete.
But I wish I was in the front.
But I wish I could be the leader that the party needs.
All right, Rev. Go ahead and make a survival check.
About 16.
Yep. All right, you easily enough are traveling. Again, it's about an hour. Turns into 2 hours.
Good.
Make a investigation check. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
About a 19.
That's really good. You see a spot. You come up to a clearing that's been pretty well battened down. About an hour and a half, 2 hours in of your travels to the morning. You see what looks like, based on your investigation, as you kind of come across this clearing. You see, it looks like several dozen sets of footprints at this point. You see what looks like an attempted campsite of sorts. a ton of open space batted down. You see like even some tents had been started to, like maybe not pitched, but like there was some packs and some like it seems like a rest stop of sorts. Is there anything you'd like to do at this kind of stopping point of sorts?
Have we been traveling for a while? You said a couple hours.
Yeah. Yep.
This could be a good spot to take a brief recession if you guys want to take a break from traveling.
Uh, yeah, yeah. My Lamborghini's kind of hurt.
Amber feeties.
My Lamborghini's.
It looks like you guys have the energy to keep going if you wanted, and I wish that I had the energy myself, but admittedly, I need to rest.
Very well. Let's take a rest here then.
Yeah, let's give the old man a chance to put his feet up.
Is there anything you guys want to do while you're taking a rest in this? And again, it looks, based on your investigation, it looks like there was an attempt to settle down. It's hard to say. I mean, maybe with more investigation around the area, you might learn more. But for right now, it just looks like well set in spot.
Um, let's say we put our feet up for 15 minutes. Does
Yeah.
anything happen? Is there anybody coming back to this spot?
After 15 minutes,
Yeah.
yeah, as you guys are just sitting there and kind of
Just giving the
Make
legs a
a-
break. Yeah.
everyone make a perception check. As you guys
Oh,
sit
yeah.
and-
See, look how much faster that came up.
That was
I
pretty quick.
figured it out. I fixed it.
What
What'd
did
you
you do?
So in Chrome, breaking the fourth wall here. In Chrome, there's a setting that is essentially if you're using Google Chrome. Essentially,
You
is he
cut
cutting
out.
for anyone else.
Yeah.
am I
Yeah, you
am I
can
cutting
do.
out?
You
Okay,
did.
hold on.
Is it the
He
hardware
altered the setting
acceleration?
in Chrome, so now his microphone doesn't work.
That's right.
Okay, we should be clean. Should be a lot cleaner.
yeah.
Either way, there's a setting in Chrome that's like essentially it like throttles it down, and then you turn that off so that it speeds it up. I can show you guys later.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, Rev got a 22, Pete got a 23. So yeah. Dwight, even though his passive perception is better than an 8, is just
Yeah.
like really distracted
Zoned out.
by what's happening to your farm, and you were really, really hoping to just stick around longer. But anyway, you guys are sitting there and again kind of having a peaceful moment. You don't notice anything, and actually what's a little bit more eerie is the lack of things you actually notice. So it's the devoid of birds chirping, of really anything in the area that, I mean, again, a big caravan came through at some point, but usually creatures would return back to the space. It's still very quiet. Eerily.
Can I walk around and see if I spot anything on like tree like is there
Sure,
trees
go
near
ahead
us?
and yeah. You're in about a, like, it was naturally a clearing, but you can see like there's some trees and things that are kind of snapped over and just like put downs for more space. And there was clearly like a attempted campsite of sorts trying to be pitched. Like you
Okay.
even see the makings of
Yeah,
some
I'm
wood
just
piles
gonna
and ash put there. Go ahead and make some investigation on the surrounding area.
herd. Yeah, I'm just gonna go walk around like the outside of the like
Yeah, for sure.
around the sides.
19, sure. You find everything. You see the world. You've investigated it all, and you've solved all the murders. Congratulations. As you go around
that.
kind of the
Good job,
peripheral,
Pete.
you definitely see You see the direction. I mean, like in Rev, you got this too. Like it's clear it continues on in a direction. What you notice as you've investigated some of the tree lines on the outside, Pete, is you notice that there are what looks like scrape and divots in the trees that
Okay.
would insinuate some metal on tree action. More accustomed to, and your experience in the guard would also tell you it's the same kind of pot marks you get when arrows or swords would strike trees. And so you see that on some of the peripheral ones, specifically coming from if you guys are um, and I don't have a bad DM. Bad DM don't have map for people to
Direction.
see. But if you are heading east into more of the woods, the clearing kind of bellows out more south. So like think about a road coming in, and then there's like a clearing underneath where
Okay.
you guys are sitting. To the north, on the opposite side of the fire from where the fire pit would be,
Mhm.
where you guys are resting, that tree line is where you find
All the pits and stuff
all
like
of
that.
the marks on trees.
Does it
Yep.
look like just target practice shooting, or does it look like something happened and these are misses?
It's hard to tell. Hard to tell.
All right.
Are there actually arrows in the trees, or?
Or just the pits?
You do see some broken arrows on the ground. You don't necessarily see any.
Okay.
You don't see anything sticking out of a tree right now. No.
Is there any trees with any like markings or anything like that that I see as far as like knife on tree markings?
Like etched, like words.
Etched, yes.
Yeah. Nope. Not that you can find.
Nothing like that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go back and just tell everyone that I found like some target practice shooting trees kind of deal right back there. Um, so yeah, hey fellows, there's some arrows and stuff on the ground back there next to a tree. So wherever we're walking, whatever we're walking up to, they are armed. So we should proceed with caution. I think we could all assume they were going to be armed, but um, now we know whatever we're walking towards does have arrows. At least, and either they have a bow with it or they throw them really hard. Because that tree's got some dings in it.
Well, they do
believe
have a
likely to
standing
throw 'em.
army, but
Yeah. Just
I
be
don't think
aware.
it's any. They hunt for food, not for sport. I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Hey, those rock gnomes shot us for no reason. I'm not taking any chances. All right.
Peter,
Shot
I
me for no
don't think
reason.
that
Sorry
they
about that.
I don't think that they shot you for no reason.
So you're telling me that giant catapult got and can we just start bickering again while I'm doing something else?
Is anyone trying to do anything else other than bicker? Because those two are just having a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dwight, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
I'm gonna take the
investigate.
opportunity. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I'm gonna look
Sorry,
around
first.
to see if there's any supplies we can recover from what was left here.
Okay. Between your investigation on the coming in and your perception check earlier, there's really not any there's not really a footprint, if you will, from a settlement, right? Like there's some logs that looks like they were going to start a fire but maybe never got quite around to doing so. Looks like there's packs where like spots where the ground was flattened and trampled intentionally to make level ground for tenting, but you don't see any tents. Um, as you look around, you do find some particular areas on the ground that are scorched looking, burnt, slightly charred. Um, that is that you can't like it. It seems out of place, right? There would have been a fire one spot. Otherwise, this is kind of out of place for where it's at. But other than that, you don't really find any provisions on the ground.
Okay. Dwight,
Dwight,
help yourself.
what were you going to try doing?
I was going to investigate for um, any additional signs or clues. The scorch marks that you mentioned, was that something that I would see without investigating, or do I have to do a separate
No, go ahead and
investigation?
roll an investigation check.
This was all Dwight that was looking at this.
Yeah, so
That
you
was
Our
sorry,
rolls.
go ahead.
so you see you guys are rolling hot.
Yeah. Let's get to the fighting.
Yeah.
Before it goes away.
So yeah, you easily see. It's interesting. You are very familiar with tracking, and you and Mo have to hunt for your food too. Like you kind of get it. Pete mentioned that there was some scuff marks on trees. Like you wouldn't really hunt this close to your campsite unless you really had to. The pot marks in the ground though kind of catch your eye. Those seem, and you have more experience doing this because of your, we'll just put it like this: the kind of soot and burn that comes from using like your bonfire skill and things. It just leaves a different kind of lingering feel on the natural surroundings, and you kind of get a feeling like if there's metal physical attacking going one way, kind of looks like there's magical attacking coming another way.
Hmm. It seems that there was a firefight here recently. Uh, not only not only were there arrows involved, but it appears that there was magic involved in this combat as well. I'm just blurting this out to the group upon learning this.
I suppose there
It's
could have been a
definitely.
scuffle.
Does this sound, Rev, like something that normally happens in these parts, or is this an escalation that is atypical?
Another oddity, I believe. The folks we're looking for, they would primarily be fighting with martial weapons, and not a lot of
Hmm.
casters in that group.
I see. Very perplexing.
What do you guys want to do?
I suppose we'll just get set up and keep headed out.
Mhm. Make note of it and just be cautious on the way through.
Are you guys going to travel at a normal pace, a cautious pace, or a fast pace? I've been assuming you've been traveling at a normal pace, but it's just good to know.
I didn't see anything that I have a big concern about. I would recommend a normal pace.
Okay. Cool. All right, make a survival check to move forward.
Here we go.
Here we go.
About an 8.
Yeah, that's a roll. It's a roll that you can make.
Are we all making one or just Rev?
Just Rev. He's the leader.
The
Rev's
leader.
Renegades. Okay. Your passive is 15, right, Dwight?
Let me double check. I believe you're correct. Yes, it is.
Okay. You guys head out the trail, and as you guys are going through the trail, again, it looks like it's less well padded. Looks like oh well, you did make a survival check. That's more for navigation. I'm gonna give you one more survival check. It's for something different though. Can you give me another one? This is more about gleaning. Yeah, okay. You get the sense like almost feels like they're more in a hurry. Like the path isn't as well traveled, isn't well pushed aside, right? Like before they're making a game trail, kind of like traveling intentionally. Now it's not as prominent, right? With such, it's easier to get lost in this. Um, maybe that kind of looks like a clearing over there, but also, well, hard hard to say which way. So we're gonna say that you make a wrong right at a tree. It's gonna take a little longer maybe to catch up. We'll see if you lose your way or not. Oh, I forgot to roll one thing.
Those Albuquerque trees just hanging out in the middle of the woods.
I knew we should have turned left
as
of the
long as they don't hit
Albuquerque
that.
tree.
Go ahead and make a all right, you travel for another couple of hours now. Make another perception check.
I would like to have a 7, please. I'm looking at this die on my screen, and it says 14. I promise it does.
You are not seeing anything. You might have gotten lost. What do you want to do?
Hey, Dwight.
Yes.
You're familiar with these woods, right?
Not as much as the woods that are behind us. Why?
I was just curious if you knew right about where we were, about how far away we were.
Would I know this segment of the woods, or like a rough distance?
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay.
Not as familiar as the woods behind us.
That's a good one.
You know what? This is a little outside of your expertise. You can comfortably say you're in the forest. And you are definitely east of where you started. But maybe you didn't really go as far north as maybe you wanted to. Hard to say.
To be perfectly frank, Rev, I entrusted the navigation to you, and I am well out of my element, as one would say.
Well, normally that wouldn't be a bad idea, but you know, the trail's kind of gone cold, and I'm not sure which way they went.
Hey, after hearing Dwight say that, can I check? Can I just kind of like look behind us and see if anything's like following us, or
Make a
is there
perception check.
anything behind us? Anything
just
behind or trailing or to the side?
Yep. Make a perception
I don't
check.
think I see anything.
You kind of stop. You listen as they're kind of looking. Everyone else is looking at the trees, trying to see what they mean, where they're at. Use them for guidance. You take a look backwards. You kind of listen. Nothing.
No rustling, no nothing like that. Okay.
Nothing where you're at.
Cool.
What are you guys gonna do?
Is it
Well-
wise to continue on the same path, or should we turn around, or
Yeah, probably ought to not just go wandering out in circles. We might be best suited to turn around and head back till we find a spot where we know where we're at.
Okay.
I wish I thought of
Sure.
that.
Do I see any trees with arrows in them out here? Any sort of
Make an investigation check.
Does that make any difference? Would that make any difference though?
Nope, you don't find any pot
Okay.
mark trees.
All right. I'm all out of ideas.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
we're
just
gonna
following
180
the
it.
group.
All right. You spend the next hour and a half working your way out back the way you came, every step looking intensely, tracking for trees and markings and footprints. You do make your way back to the clearing where you had started. Well, not where you started, where you took your break.
This spot looks familiar.
And
Yeah.
now I
What time of
feel
day
like
is
I
it
need
now?
another break.
Probably
It has been about
afternoon.
6 hours since you started. So you're looking at about right after mid-afternoon,
Um,
about 1 o'clock ish.
hey Rev,
Still daylight to have.
Instead of us just wandering aimlessly and then backtracking back and forth, um, like what do you think they're trying to accomplish? What direction? Like we know the direction they're heading. Is there any way for us to take an alternate route if you knew where they were going, kind of deal, kind of in your past? Is there anything out that direction that would, that they would be going towards?
There's probably some former camp spots. They don't try to make anything too permanent. Makes it easier to get up and go if needed be. But there's a couple spots we could check out, I guess.
Do you know where they're at? If we
I
took
know
like an
where
alternate route to where one of
where a
those would
handful of
be,
them are. We could go maybe on a little bit more of a path rather than through the woods.
you guys want to make a trip towards a known place that they could be, or do we want to try and follow them again and see if we could find a different footpath? What are we thinking? Because I'm definitely, if we're going that direction, I'm going that direction. I'm not going to back and forth stuff.
I'd be more concerned about running into whoever or whatever it was they was fighting against.
Which is fair. That's fair. But would they be chasing something that they're fighting against or running away from? I mean, you guys seem pretty tough.
Hard to say.
So
If they're defending a spot, they probably wouldn't go chasing. But then again, if provoked, they could be headed for some blood.
I'm out of ideas. I'm gonna leave it up to the group, and I'm gonna sit down and drink some of the fire wine that I kept in a little
Rev,
water skin.
Rev, does your clan, when you were part of it, wish I was part of a clan, but when you were part of your cool group of orcs, did they act offensively, or were they more of a defensive people?
Depends on what the scenario called for. Got to make good decisions about when to fight, but they ain't scared of a fight.
Were they ever ones to provoke?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
Oh, that's fair. I'm just curious if perhaps the fighting, if the fighting was a result of ambush, or if they met somebody they didn't very well get along with on their travels.
Very possible, and those things change over time too. There's always a different group running the show out here.
Aaron, how big is this clearing again?
It's about it's a little bit more oblong, more ovalish shaped. It's about 40-ish feet from side to from one end to the other, and about 30 feet from
Would we
the
be
upper.
would we have enough space between us and the trees to see if there was any smoke in the distance from like a campfire or anything like that?
If you wanted to climb some trees, you can try taking a look.
Perhaps Dwight can turn
All
into a
right.
bird.
Yeah, Dwight, you got anything with wings in that kit of yours?
I have to think about that. That is a good idea. Let me think carefully.
Because I don't think the bear is gonna, or the
Bears can
snake
climb
is gonna.
trees.
Bears can climb trees. What color bear is it?
What kind of bear is best?
What kind of bear?
That's a ridiculous question. Basically, two schools of thought. Upon further reflection, I have nothing that could take me airborne. They are all land-bound creatures.
They are all land
All right.
creatures.
Are there any creatures that could climb a tree like a squirrel or a bear?
Um,
It turns into a squirrel.
I feel like that would be on brand for Dwight, though. Honestly,
Yeah.
okay.
think this pet would be a snake.
I would like to go over towards one of the trees that's in the direction that we just went back and forth
Okay.
from.
Yep.
And I would
Yep.
like to try and throw my rope above one of the because I have rope in my bag. I would like to try and throw rope up as high as I can over one of the branches to get kind of like almost like a pseudo harness.
Sure. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Dexterity check. There it is.
All right. That seems pretty doable. You take your hempen rope and you, yep, and you get it to go right over. Yep, you catch it on both sides. So you got a rope that's up there.
Like a pseudo harness where I can like kind of grab onto.
You have two
shimmy
ends
my
of
way
a
up
rope. You have two ends of rope that are being, they're on a
this,
branch
like
up there.
this. Heard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use.
you grabbed one that was maybe about 12, 13 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to. How tall is this tree?
Make a perception check.
It's tall.
It's it's up there.
This tree feels like tree.
This is.
It's about tree height.
And the tree bashes him.
Okay, I'm gonna shimmy my way up with that rope, using as a kind of like a little bit of like a harness, kind of like holding myself with
I
the
really
rope.
should give Pete
Free
disadvantage on
limbs and
everything he does just because he's
it's
surrounded
nature.
by the enemy.
Yeah, because nature.
Yeah, so you kind of climb your way up. Yeah, using the rope. Sure. Make a acrobatics check.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's all right.
That's could be.
It's not a
Depends on
4.
how nice
14?
Aaron feels.
No, 14's doable with the rope.
Okay.
Yeah, you make it up to that first branch. You sit down. You're about 13 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to then I can at this point other branches are there for me to just casually climb up, right?
Casually, perhaps.
Have you ever climbed a tree in your life? It's like after you get to the first, it's just super easy to go up. I don't know if anyone else in here has climbed trees. I feel like Deku is a tree climber.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on.
I feel
You're
like
not
Deku's
wrong. I
kind
just
of
hate that you got me like that.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Once you get to that first branch, it's usually like just a cakewalk to the top.
Yeah. And
Until
then
it gets
getting
sketchy and it gets thin.
Yeah. Or like really,
Yeah.
really dense.
Yeah.
And then it's really scary getting down.
Okay, that's the hard part. See, because then you got to make the
That's
decision
actually
of
the easiest part to do. Just
no.
It's the
doing it
easiest thing to do
safely.
accidentally.
go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics. I don't care. Your
Okay,
choice.
good. I have one of them is good, one of them is not.
Yo.
Easily enough for Pete. He zip zip zippity zoop all the way to the top.
Well, just easy once you get to that first branch. Okay, I am going to look out and see if I see any smoke signals or any sort of like any plumes of smoke from camps nearby
So-
or
Make a perception check.
Why does he get to be the one to climb the tree?
you can come up here too, old man.
It's important to note that it is not the tallest tree, but it is still very tall. It's still tree height. It's all roughly similar sizes. But as you look out, it's still midday. You're not really getting a whole lot of white smoke anywhere. you kind of look back and you can see what seems like a kind of a rough, thin line that's further behind you. Would have been the main road that you guys kind of took in toward Dwight's place. You're looking for maybe similar clearings to like what you see here. You do see what looks like a clearing in a northwest direction from where you guys are at.
Okay, I'm gonna make note of that and then casually climb down.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you say again what he saw?
He saw the road that they took into the forest by Dwight's estate, their farm. He saw a similar sized clearing. He saw no smoke, and the clearing itself was definitely more north than it was west, but it was still west. Or sorry, east. My directions are wrong. So northeast.
But not as
This is why I
quite,
need
not as
a
much north.
legend. It is more north than it is east.
So northeast. Cool. I'm gonna come down and be like, hey guys, there's another clearing about northeast. You guys want to go up there and check that out?
Works for me.
We may as
Seems
well.
logical. Let's proceed.
Okay. Who's leading the way?
I will, 'cause I saw what direction.
Okie dokie. Make a survival check to see if you make it through the woods.
Right, survival. Oh, we surviving. I will survive. Hey, hey. Ooh, Aaron rolled nat 20. You don't actually survive.
As you head back up the trail you tried before, Pete, maybe getting a look at where you think you want to go helps cement in your mind the direction you need to go. Constantly keeping directions on the trees, trying to gain what you can from the sun. No stone left unturned. You're making your way in that direction. Um
On our way there, did we see any new markings or anything like that that could tell us we were on the path?
Are you going to be like observing as you go?
Yeah, just to see if there's any similarities to the last paths.
Make an investigation check. And that would
I'm
mean you
just
guys are traveling slow, right? As you're looking.
slow-ish. I don't want to lose my bearings on where I saw the clearing.
Okay. Okay. Investigation 21. I think your computer's cracked. Whatever you turned off on your Google Chrome settings have your dice
Yeah.
It's just
broke.
Increased
extension of
performance
S5 to
also
every
meant
roll.
Yeah,
increased performance
yeah.
of the dice.
I'm not gonna tell Aaron. You guys just message me. I'll message you which extension I use. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We gotta make sure we keep this one on the low. It's gonna get
Everyone
nerfed.
is definitely getting Yep. Now physical dice must be rolled, and then you must point the screen at the dice rolls so I can see it. As you are going down this not very well defined trail, which is again slim at best, you do notice a handful of tree marks where swords and things were kind of left. And after a little bit, they stop. You notice after about kind of 20 minutes in, still where you're seeing notch marks, you notice something that's black in the woods.
Ooh. What's that?
Are you gonna go find out?
I don't really want to.
Go on, Peter. You,
know-
saw it. Go
you
get it.
Notice it. Dwight, you notice it too. Anyone who has over like
What's size? What's the size of it?
anyone with over a 12 passive perception would have seen it,
Oh, that's me.
since you guys are going slow enough.
Hey, that's
What's
me
this?
also.
All of us. Yeah, it's all of us.
We all see it.
What's the general size of it?
Oh, medium creature of sorts.
That's big.
Any of you want to go up
What's
and
medium?
poke it?
For context, you're all medium creatures of sorts, just so that it's not like it's that big, but it's like
That ain't no boar.
Are you sure, Mr. Boar Man?
No, could be a
Remember
boar.
the last boar you saw was 4 feet tall, so
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It was a big old boar.
You guys don't want to all walk up together. That way, none of us get singled out by this. So we can see kind of what this is. Like a foot. Well, with the
Like a
link
Red Rover
arms and-
wall.
yeah, like link arms and walk up to the coin flip of the
Barrel of monkeys.
Yeah.
Very well.
you guys walking up
Let's
to
link
it?
arms.
Yeah, let's like slowly call out. Let's call out to it. Let's.
What do you say to it, Pete?
Hey, who goes there? Who's
No
there?
response.
No response. Must be dead. Definitely not from the Midwest. They would have actually said hello. Yeah. So let's no response. Just casually walk up till we can get a better look.
Okay. As you approach, you see a cloaked humanoid figure with 3 arrows sticking out of it.
Is he dead?
Standing?
Yeah. Is he still standing or is he stuck to a tree?
No, he's on the ground.
Oh.
Based on the pool of blood around him, you can assume he's dead. You can
Wakey
make a medical-
wakey.
you can make a medical check if you'd like to, a medicine check if you'd like to know for sure.
Medicine on mine. I'm not making that check.
I will
can
do
make-
it. I will make the medicine check.
All right, thanks, Rick.
Nah, you don't want Pete to give you
Oh.
medicine.
Real feast or famine tonight.
I mean, it's a lot of blood, but you can never rule anything out. You could try. You could try healing him.
Ooh. I would like to walk up to. Hold on. Let me look. I gotta look and see what it is. How far? Hold on. Pause. I'm actually gonna use something silly. Hold on. My pole of collapsing. It is while holding this 10-foot pole. I would like to go up 10 feet away from it.
Poke.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
would
dude,
touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. So the pole of collapsing is only like 1 foot long, and then I speak a. Hold on, what does it say? You speak a command word, open sesame, and it extends to 10 feet.
You remember what the command word was when I gave it to you?
No, not at all. I don't think you ever gave me the command word.
I did.
I know. Wait, hold on. Let me check. Scrolling up in my notes.
I have a guess
It was
as
along
to
the
what it
lines
could
of
be.
extend.
No, was it extend?
It was gnomish. It was the word extend in gnomish, and the word retract in gnomish.
Look
It's a
at
good
me
thing I
just
can speak it,
actually
huh?
remembering that.
It's a good thing I can speak it, huh? There, Bill?
Would have been a problem if you didn't remember the words, because it wouldn't have opened. It wouldn't have worked if you didn't know what the words were.
Sean,
Yeah,
I don't even know the word that you said.
You know.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to walk up to 10 feet. I'm going to say extend, and the pole's going to go and poke it.
Okay, it does just that.
No reaction from the body.
No reaction from the body.
All right. I
Would you like
I
to keep
will.
a full 10 feet?
I'm gonna keep my pole like like when you like touch something, you like kind of like walk around but keep the pole on it. I'm gonna do that the whole time.
You're just going to keep a 10-foot pole on this man at all
Yeah,
times.
I'm gonna keep a 10-foot radius, and I'm gonna make
Alright.
sure I know exactly where 10 foot is.
You are never closer than 10 feet on this guy.
No.
Noted. All right, Rev, what would you like to do?
I think he's dead. I think I'm just gonna go see if I can identify him.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my 10-foot pole out.
You
I'm
kind
gonna
of
walk
roll him over.
right along it.
Yep, you roll him over, get a look at his face. It does not strike a memory chord on you. Definitely orcish. Make an investigation check. Perception check. I don't care. Pick your favorite. You don't really see anything. You can't really find anything in his cloak or anything that would give better identification. Based on his features and markings, though, it's clear that he was a part of the Thunder Arrows clan in terms of, like, again, the similar blue kind of streaks and patterns in like necklace garb, but you don't necessarily know him. You don't really find any emblems or anything else on him either.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Looks like this is one of the Thunder Arrows clan. I think they're being attacked. I think that's why they're causing such a commotion in the woods.
Are they being attacked, or is there a way? Can you tell, Rev, if this young man struggled, or if it was perhaps an ambush?
Yeah. Do I have any experience as an ME?
What are you trying to gain? And I'll tell you what you need to do.
I'm gonna find out if he was attacking or running away when he was killed.
Yeah.
'Cause you
What
said
side are the
in his
arrows
back,
on?
right?
You
Yeah.
said he's got arrows in him?
Yep.
Are they in his front or in his back?
They would have been kind of in like his side, kind of back side. So it was like back right pocket kind of thing. The way he fell, he was standing. What was your perception check? Your investigation was pretty low.
But he perceived pretty well.
That's you. No.
Can I participate in the investigation since I spoke up?
Make a
Now that they're on it, by the way, collapse. Cool.
Okay.
I'm staying away from it. I'm
He's still 10
done
feet away.
poking. I'm done poking the dead body now.
All right, let me see what I want you to do here.
Out of respect, of course.
Make a
For me?
yeah.
Like
I'm
survival?
trying to think what I want to survival maybe. What is survival? Let me take a look at this.
An athletics check. I'll do it.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
You know what? I'll take survival. I think that makes sense. I'll take a survival check from you. I wanted something wisdom based. Okay.
It would have been the same plus for me.
It kinda seems like the way he fell, he was behind whomever shot him. You don't really get the sense that he came in from the path, that he was already this deep in the woods. And you are, again, all in the woods from where the path was.
Could I surmise that perhaps he was A scout of some sort.
Let me see here. I'm gonna roll a D100.
Or the one doing the ambushing.
Let's see if a spark of brilliance comes to Bill's mind. You know, it's really hard to tell. It's clear, it's somewhat clear that he was behind the group. You know, contextually, the group was moving quickly away from camp. You surmise that Dwight was attacked, from Dwight, that they were attacked in the previous campment. He seems to be a pursuant. It's hard to tell for sure, though.
I got nothing.
I'd like to investigate the area around the body to see if we're in any immediate danger.
Make an investigation check.
Very well.
Your rolls thus far have been fairly mid. So you take a look around, and with a 15, you don't. It's interesting. You kind of you don't see markings or anything north of where you guys are at. You look south, and you kind of see some scuffle marks, some foot tracks, bent trees. You kind of get the image based on what Bill had. I think here's what I'll say. You guys collectively piece together that it seems like this was a pursuant, someone who was attacking or involved with the skirmish at the clearing. And based on the context in the forest, there doesn't seem to be any more pursuants after him. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
Yeah. So it seems to have been like diffused, you're saying? Like it's
At the very least, you don't see any more footprints heading further north, the way the game trail continues. You see footprints behind and south and west of the body. But you can't tell if that was just him or if there's others or what exactly. And so it does leave this predicament as it sets in with you, Rev. You have a Thunder Arrow clan member that seemingly was pursuing that was killed with martial weapons.
Fascinating.
That's what you guys got. What are you guys doing?
My best. Thank you.
Yes.
Good work. Are you winning, son?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I do want to advise everybody that if we continue forward, that there could be some danger up there. Looks like some folks are not getting along too well out here. But if you guys are comfortable, I think we could solve a lot of our issues if we get to the bottom of this.
I concur.
Hey, they're not my issues, but I'll follow you guys.
I think we just start going north.
I think that is wise.
All right. Pete, are you continuing to lead in the direction that you think you saw the clearing?
Wait. Oh, we're not even to the clearing yet.
No, you guys stopped,
Oh,
and
you're
as you were
right.
investigating,
You're
you
right.
saw a body
Boy.
on the road.
Doy. Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna, and we're taking it slow, and I'm still checking out all the trees, like any markings or anything.
Still traveling slow. That's good to know. Okay, make a survival check.
On the wrong actions. Wrong one. Ability.
Oh.
There we are. And survival. I'll send you guys the plugin later.
This is cracked. I don't get it. Whatever. Lucky you. Let the dice tell the story of you guys getting there. You guys. You guys said you're going slow. Everyone roll a perception check.
Yep.
As you guys are traveling at a cautious pace.
I would like to perceive.
Yeah, I'll send y'all the dice, boys.
Yo,
Matt wasting his good roll today.
the one. Yeah. Guarantee I crit fail the next one.
Do I see all four? I see Rev.
Still rolling. Sorry, there we go. I was on the wrong page. Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys. Everyone's good except for Rev, who's distraught at the thought that his clan is fighting something. You guys see? You guys now made good distance. Pete is very determined. He's tired of this. He mad that you guys got lost in the first place, but he's internalizing it a little bit. And he's moving with purpose now that he's seen where he needs to go. He thinks
Pete
he needs
internalizing something?
to go. Well, once in a while.
Stop.
So he's moving with purpose, even though he's doing it with a cautious eye. So with such a good roll, I mean, he's able to keep one eye open and while maintaining direction. You guys all do see off in the distance, as you guys made it significantly down this game trail, you maybe surmise that you're not that far off from where you saw Pete. You're maybe an
Okay.
hour or so away. You do see off about 40 feet into the woods off to your left side, which would be your west side. You see a boar.
Rev.
You see a boar.
You need me
Hey,
to go
Rev,
feel
that the
the
same
boar?
one you saw last time?
I'm gonna
Is it?
pause. With your perception check, you can't tell.
Yes.
Can I tell?
You can't. It doesn't really look like. No, you can't. No, it looks like a boar.
I didn't even
So it's-
notice that over there.
Yeah, well, there's a
Yeah.
boar, Rev. You want to go? You want to go speak to that one too?
I could go check it out, see what's going on. Dwight, do you want to come with me?
Yes, I'll join you.
Very good.
You guys head over to the boar. What do you do to the boar?
What did I do last time? Do you guys remember?
Did you like kneel?
You kneeled and I think you touched it.
And you had like
Yeah.
a "That's So Raven" moment with it or something?
I did. Yeah, I'll approach and then take a knee. Maybe bow my head at it.
Stick your head out.
Stick my head right in its jaws.
Dwight, what are you gonna do? And by the way, as you
I
get close,
am-
the thing is kind of backing away a little bit.
I'm going to take a defensive stance and defer to Bill, given what happened last time.
What?
But I'm not going to approach too close. I'm going to hang
You
back
mean
a couple
defer
steps behind.
defer to Rev?
Or to Rev, sorry. I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
said
was
Bill.
like, what did Bill do?
That'd be random.
I shot the last one. You don't want to defer to.
Definitely not going to do that.
Rev, as you get closer, you make direct eye contact with this boar, and it's gonna bite at you. That is that's a 12 to hit.
No, thank you.
So this boar reaches out and kind of like makes like a kind of a tusk maw kind of like attack with his mouth towards your hand. Misses. You pull it back in time, and you see I don't know, kind of as much of a gleam in his eye He's not a fan of you.
I'm gonna shout out. I don't think that one likes you.
What are you gonna do?
I will continue facing it, but step back a few steps,
Okay.
and then
Do I?
take a.
Oh, go ahead.
Is there a? I'm not in combat or anything, am I?
Not yet,
Okay.
but it
take
could
a
easily get there.
take a defensive stance or hold a dodge action or something. What can I do?
You can hold a dodge action. Yeah, that's fine.
I will do that.
It's going to choose to run away.
Which way is it running?
Away from you. West.
Okay. Bye.
Just gonna let it go?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Okay. It runs away.
Bye.
Bye, Piggy.
It ran
Good.
west, you said?
Yes.
All right. I mean, it didn't run the direction we need to go, so I don't think you're gonna be whispering to that one anytime soon.
Appreciate your help, Vlad.
No life
anytime.
lost. All right.
Funny because Dwight didn't do anything.
All right. Shall we continue on? I'm gonna
Please.
pause this map one more time while I transition us to a new one.
Woo!
Woohoo!
New map.
Yay, we've never been here before.
Map.
As you guys continue on the trail for another hour, and it's now about 4 o'clock. It's been a long day of traversing in these woods. Getting real sick and tired of these woods, I'll tell you what. First of all, are you guys approaching in a stealthy or non-stealthy fashion?
I don't. Hold on. Map.
I don't think
It will be in a second.
stealthy, but maybe
Okay.
cautious.
Okay.
Would the
Yeah.
the amount of time we've been in here affect our haste, where we may be more motivated to get out of the woods than to be careful?
Maybe.
Likely.
Okay. Make perception checks, a lot of you.
Crit fail coming up. Wow.
Hide. Delicious.
Wow.
We're perceiving the heck out of stuff, and spoke soon.
I perceived better than I meant to. I crit in the opposite direction.
Rev's off his game today. He's shook us.
He's spooked.
All right, let me set this up. I just need to redo the fog of war real quick. And Pete, you would be in the lead.
Thanks, Pete.
Yep.
All right, let me fog cover all. I really wish they had a better tool for uncovering some. Okay. 22, 10, 19, 17. Great. Everyone except for Rev. These are your people. You guys come up to a certain point in the clearing. You're gonna have to zoom in. Sorry. You see two orcs. As you guys, and they haven't seemed to notice you yet, even though you haven't been the most stealthy, but these guys are maybe running on fumes. Posted up in front of some heavy brush Looks like they're kind of keeping a watchful eye out, which is funny because they haven't seen you yet.
We're the master of stealth. Even in broad daylight, we're completely invisible.
What would you like to do?
What should we do?
Do you want me
seem like
to?
Element of surprise.
You guys want me to sneak up and see if they're talking to each other? You guys?
I mean,
Is-
I feel like we could just go talk to him. I could probably go talk to. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, if you want to go talk to them, I'll follow.
Might be wisest.
Perhaps it may be best to allow Rev to go on his own.
You guys want to have Rev do that?
Until we know
You guys
that.
think that's the safest?
Until
I
we
don't know
know.
if they would take too kindly to me hiding people behind a.
But would they take kindly to all of us emerging all at once?
Yeah, if we were upfront and honest about it, maybe.
I envy your trust in these strangers. I wish I was trusting like you. But
Perhaps we should defer to Rev then and proceed behind him, but allow him to take the lead.
We should make ourselves look non-threatening. So, Peter, you stay back here.
Just as threatening as possible. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga. All right. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go in front. I think everybody
Okay.
else is gonna be behind me.
All right, and you're just gonna walk up.
I'm gonna walk up and call out to them.
Okay.
Hey, you guys all right?
You see the one on the right. He looks at you. They both look at you, and your whole group. And they're both carrying kind of spears, and they both point at me. It's like, who are you? Stop! Don't come any further.
They say it in
Like your
common.
orc voice.
That's okay. We're not here to fight. We wanted to make sure you guys were okay.
Why do you care?
Well, we noticed that there's been some commotion in the woods, and maybe things aren't the way they used to be around here. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. Can I tell if these guys are thunder arrows or
Make
not?
a perception check.
I perceive.
Their gear is pretty well marred, but you do see some similarities to standard clothing that militant individuals in your tribe would have worn. So you're not entirely positive, but they certainly trend that way. You
Very
have no
good.
reason to believe they're not. Let's put it like that.
Sure.
You all need to stay right there and put your weapons on the ground, and we'll go get someone to come talk to you.
Yeah. Can you see if Madur can come over here? We need to have some conversations about the happenings.
They both kind of look at each other. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
With
Ooh.
advantage. How fun.
You should be able to
Good.
right-click the dice roll, and then roll with advantage. Yo.
Oh, okay, then,
Go get the chief and Ma. He just looks over at his friends. I'll stay here. The orc who hasn't been talking to you kind of lumbers off into the brush behind him, Um, just sitting there, hanging out. You guys gonna do anything while he's gone and away? I'm just sitting still.
I'm gonna just kind of camp out right here because I don't have faith that they aren't gonna be angry about
I
us.
also assume you're talking in Orcish, which
That we don't.
Bill and Rev understand Orcish. I don't
Yep.
think
I
anyone
don't.
else does.
I don't.
So
Bill will step forward and just kind of sit on the fallen tree, kind of holding his quarterstaff.
yeah, sure. He needs a break. I get it.
And he will also say in Orcish, "Don't mind me, young man. Just an old man. Just an old soul needs a break."
He squints his eyes at you. Are you talking to the orc guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of squints his eyes, more skeptic than anything else. After a while, you do see. Let me just do this real quick from my end. Get some names in here. Select tool. Sorry, I should have done this before with my tokens.
Yeah, I can't believe you have a. Come on.
I know, right? I just want to get a couple of named NPCs because they all come imported with the same stock name.
Orc.
Orc.
See, you've been paying attention.
Yep.
And then the last one.
Yes, I'm just testing you.
After a while, 3 orcs emerge through the brush. And I'll describe them in just a second. So the first is a female orc having her black hair braided down her back. You see she has a lot of totems kind of on her person, kind of on what's the bandolier, like the kind of chest belt that holds like shots and rounds, but instead it's more like totems and emblems. Kind of seems like holy symbols, honestly. She's wearing kind of dark tans and black leathers, etc. Is kind of her color palette, and she's got rugged boots. And next to her is and she's about 6 foot ish larger in general. More elderly, if you can tell. I mean, at least compared to the other ones around her. But far more elderly looking in general is the much larger male orc next to her as they walk through, standing at about 7.5 feet tall, taller than the rest. Wears a simple tan shirt with some blue stripes down it. Has a hood on, cloak and hood on his back. Relatively, like compared to the other orcs there, darker skinned, physically imposing due to his abundance of muscles. Wears scars on his face that tell his age and his success in battle. He wears his black hair up in a man bun, and he has gray eyes that just kind of stare deep towards you guys. And he says, "So, who called for us?"
It was me. It's Rev.
Rev. He sees, peers at him. And Ma next to her goes, "Rev, well, by Talos's hand-child. It's been years since I've seen your face."
Yeah, Ma, praise be to Tempest. I'm so glad that you're okay. I noticed that there's been some confrontation out in these woods. I just wanted to make sure everything was good.
Bro, it's the half-orc fellow who served in the Mystic Corps. Do you not remember him? No, Ma. There's plenty of people who serve in that corps. We've had bigger things going on. If he's a friend of yours, I'll leave him in your care. And he turns around and he walks away. Well, of course we'll take care of you. You and your party are welcome here for now.
Well, I appreciate it, Ma. Allow me to introduce you to Rev's Renegades, group I've been traveling with. We've been trying to solve some problems around town.
Of course, the name is pending, I say in Orcish.
She looks she addresses you, Bill. She says, amazing you can speak our tongue. I'm curious where you've learned it, but we'll have time for chatter later. Now, children, let's go into camp and take a break. It's, I'm sure for you, a long day, us as well. And she walks back through the brush.
Peter, let me translate.
Feel free.
So that you also know what's going on. She says that we're welcome to take rest in their camp.
Yes.
For you see, I actually speak the language that I claim to.
I do too. I think.
You can't prove it to me.
All right, you guys walk through the brush and you see a modest
Oh,
encampment. Now, Rev, this is a couple things to note. Let me move you guys up just so that you can see things and I can talk about it more.
At what point could we do a bio?
In just a second.
Okay.
too many CZs over there.
I just had the one.
So as you enter the camp, you see a bunch of ragged faces along with ragged tents, and you see an unusual number of somewhere in the 40s, Rev. And this is peculiar because you know your tribe had somewhere in the tune of 120. And this is a significant less fraction of what you expected and concerning. A lot of things are not adding up in your mind. To everyone else, you see a ragtag group of orcs banded together. They seem to have similar marks and patterns on their clothes. Does seem like this is truly one clan here. They are nestled down in an opening that they've set up camp. They've looks kind of completed versus what you saw before. And eyes are all on you as you enter in the clearing, and we'll cover that in a second after a bio break.
Huzzah! It's break time! Gonna grab a CZ.
Get crispy with it, son.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
crispy CZ.
I would like it to not be crispy. Can I roll for that? I would like it.
Christmas.
I'll contest a D100.
All right. Hold on. D100.
Yeah.
Roll dice. D100. Roll. I rolled a 65.
Ooh!
I would like it to not be crispy.
I'll shake it up and make it real flat.
I would like this to be a CZ that you forgot was in the fridge that you opened yesterday. Thank you. Oh, hi, stream. They're taking a potty break. I don't think we have that many people right now. But I feel like we're
Holding
about
down
to
the
have
fort.
combat. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of people in stream right now.
I don't think there was all too many. I think the highest I've seen us top out at is
4.
yeah, I think 5 is what I saw. But we're thankful for the people there, and
We are. Get your friends. We're not that thankful.
we'd like to be more thankful.
All right. Oh, Tsunami, if you are still in the old stream, I got a little sneak peek of the card opening stream that we're gonna do pretty soon. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I got a couple of these bad boys. I don't even know if you're still there, but if you are, be excited. Time to open some cards, baby.
He's got some journey together.
Oh yeah,
Dibs
I
on
got
your
two Journey together.
Dibs on your Articuno if you get it.
I don't know.
No, I called dibs.
I'll
Is
call.
that the chase?
I'll just pull 2 of them. I don't even think it's the chase. I think it's
I
just
don't think it's
a
the chase. It's just a cool one.
yeah.
I feel like the hits are so bad for Pokemon right now. Maybe that's just bad perception. I've just been on such a
Oh, yeah,
It's,
roll
uh,
for perception on that one.
It's intentional scarcity.
Could be.
I mean, Pokemon out here knowing what they doing.
True. True. Since
Oh,
Rook's not back,
Dunsparce.
did you guys want to do that Karkir event?
If you do it, I'll do it.
Dunsparce.
He's already got the Dunsparce.
Dunsparce.
Yo.
Oh, it's Dunsparce. Why is it Dun?
I don't know, because it's extra dun.
Oh, it's real Dunsparce.
So that's like a thing in the card games, right? They like do wrong names on purpose. Or like, what is that?
There's a Dunsparce in the games.
Oh,
Rook, we playing.
They gave Dunsparce an evolution in Scarlet and Violet,
oh, that's nice of them.
which is the only difference is it has an extra body segment.
Oh, so it's Dun. I get it.
I guess it's
Yeah.
better than Mousehold, which is just.
I love
Tand-
Mousehold.
I know.
And Tandemouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tandem
It's
Mouse.
just 2 Tandemice. Rook, you gonna do the magic event on Friday?
Thinking about it, are you guys doing it?
Would be fun.
I'm really thinking about it. I really am not excited about getting whooped on by some sweat lord that makes a god deck out of 6 random packs.
So I sent you guys. We can talk about this offline. I sent you a Facebook video showing what's in the things we would get. You should watch it later, not now. Anywho,
I want to watch it right
as
now.
for now, yeah, right now, might as well. All right. Again, as you guys enter the clearing and you see the orcs, and note that I don't have 45 orcs on the map because come on,
Copy
let's
paste.
be honest.
Nah, do it.
Um,
Do it. You won't. Take the time. We had a
guys-
break. You could have.
You guys notice that you see a real mix of individuals here, and Rev, you notice this as well. It doesn't look like a huge standing army is present. You see a handful of fighters. You see a handful, like Modder, who greeted you earlier. You see some with like the totems and the kind of the braided hair. You see only a handful of those wielding swords and spears. You see Dro Gurk across the fire pit reviewing parchment and kind of muttering to himself. And there's a lot of more civilian types here than maybe you would have expected.
civilian types. He's calling you bad.
As soon as you guys enter, many just kind of like look and start gossiping about you and going back to what they were doing. Clearly, they're all in the process of setting up and kind of hunkering down for a little bit. Rev, you see Ma heading back over to two other individuals that you also recognize from your time. Two female orcs, one half orc, one full orc. And they kind of catch your gaze, and they look at each other, and they look back at you, and they're kind of staring at disbelief until finally the half orc, who you recall as being named Ram, Rham, puts it together and says, Rev! Rev! It's Rev! Boz, it's Rev! Remember Rev? He was in the Corps with us. Oh gosh, it's been a couple years. And they run up and shake your hand. It's good to see you're well.
Oh,
Yes,
it's so great to see you guys.
so unexpected. How did and at this point Maz come over to you guys as well, and he goes, yes, it is unexpected. What did bring you guys here?
Well, as I'm sure you know, there's been some inconsistencies out here in the woods, and we've kind of been on a journey as a squad here to solve some problems. And one of the things we're trying to figure out is, why maybe the logger camp has been decimated, and maybe what's happening with the dragon that we keep hearing about. Uh, we were worried about you guys. I'm glad to see that you're okay, but what's going on around here? What's happening in these woods?
Dwight, what's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 13.
Okay. You're not sure what they're saying, but you do get the sense that as some of the words that Rev is speaking, you see Ma's face get, or the lady at least that he's talking to directly, gets pretty worried, and then she glances over across the fire to the person who's presumably in charge that talked earlier that you didn't understand, the larger male, and then she glances back at Rev to continue listening. You just happen to notice that. Okay. Yeah, the dragon has been causing us some problems, but I don't think that's the worst of it. As you can tell, there's a significant lack of our clan here, but it is not my position to tell you. No offense and disrespect, Rev. You did great job when you were here, but you also chose to leave, as is your right. Let me see if Dro would be willing to give you an audience to explain more. So your group is, clearly you came this way out of concern, and otherwise, why would you be out here? Let me see if he would be willing to share some of the happenings. And she walks away from you.
That was Ma that was saying that.
That was Ma that was saying it. Are you guys going to be doing or saying anything while she's off and away? Feel free to converse.
I'm going to turn to Bill and say, Bill, can you translate what just happened? I couldn't follow much of it, but I saw that the female orc looked to the ostensible leader of the group, but I'm quite lost as to what's happening.
I don't know the specifics, but I don't think that she's actually the one leading the clan. But from what she says, is that the dragon isn't exactly the biggest concern for the clan right now. I find this interesting.
Quick question: do they have any like refreshments, if you will, anywhere nearby?
If you will.
I also am going to specifically no longer translate for Peter. Actually, I take it back. I will.
Make a perception check, Pete.
There's people.
You know, it is a very busy campsite. People are moving around and doing stuff. You do see a few crates over by the leader's camp tent. They look like they could be some provisions. There's some provisions that looks like scattered around. You don't see any like casks.
Oh, I've got
ale,
snackies. I was just looking. I've got snackies.
Yeah,
I
you
was
don't
just
see
looking.
any like you don't know what's in the crates or in the wagons
That's
that are
fine.
around.
I brought
but
my
you
own,
could-
and I've got
you
my
could
water
go-
skin.
Could go looking.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of big orcs around. I think I'm gonna just mind my business.
And they are
You know?
big orcs.
Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna just mind my
the
own
average size
GD
is like
business.
6'8", 6'10". Your 5 foot something frame is looking
Whoa.
a little.
Oh,
Just
6
looking
foot.
a-
I'm 6 foot. Okay.
It's okay. Yeah, you're a scrawny 6 foot. These are some beefy boys.
Yeah. So
You're
you know what? I brought my own. It's all good.
you're a physically intimidating group.
Yep. I brought
Even
my own.
Rev to some of the
Mm.
females, he fits in about size to size, but to some of the warriors, he's a little on the smaller side.
Yeah. Nope. It's all good. I don't need none.
Anything else while she's away?
Peter, I'll approach Pete. Peter, if you need help communicating, I'm happy to translate for you.
I don't know if you speak this language.
Yeah.
You know, your translations might be off a little bit.
At least I'm translating. You really didn't say much.
I did. I told you what was going on.
After you were nearly dead. And then we bicker.
Really... Yeah, we're just gonna bicker about me, about whether or not I translated.
As you guys are having your conversation, Ma returns and goes, "All right. Dro will see you all. Follow me." And she leads you, and you walk past. Again, you see Baz and Ram kind of over by what looks like a medical tent. Kind of looks like they're going in and out. They give you a wave. "We'll catch up later," kind of thing. Ma takes you over into Drogurk's tent where he has, retreated into. You guys walk in and it fits an orc. I mean, it speaks to the size of these tents, right? There's enough room for you guys to kind of gather in and sit. He speaks in common.
I was gonna offer to translate offer to be the translator.
Nah.
All right. I hear that you have great concern for us, Rev, and Rev's renegades.
Pending the name.
Unofficial. Continue.
How much of our clan has Rev shared with you?
Rev hasn't spoken much of the clan of his past. It seems as though he has spoken highly of his clan, but fears that perhaps he had been disconnected from them. Though I may be putting words in his mouth, that's the feeling I get.
The Thunder Arrow clan is more traditionally a roaming warband type clan. We have close affiliations with maybe some other orc clans you've heard of. Maybe you've heard of the Many Arrow tribe. No? Well, don't worry about it. We tend to traverse the Neverwinter Wood, hunting and following our prey, as you do, and it's a fairly large clan, or at least it used to be, numbering 130 at our strongest point. In recent years, we've been down to 110 or so. Well, as you can see, there's not nearly that many here with us today. Our friend here, Rev, was, well, he is not full-blooded orc, and as such had different desires. Many in our tribe seek glory in battle and enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Rev sought a different life, if memory serves. But let his story be one for him to tell. Rev, when you left the tribe a couple of years ago, there was a division in beliefs shortly after. Our lead mage, Grannock, ventured off with some of his acolytes to investigate a gathering of power that he said he could sense. Well, he ventured off for far too long, and we had to continue the hunt, so we moved on from our grounds. But rest assured, he did find his way back to us. However, he did not return with his acolytes and mages that he took off with. Instead, he returned with a giant gathering of plant beasts. Now, you may not be familiar with orcish culture, but we do not typically associate with plant beasts. Plants are what real food eats, and not something to be toyed with. Well, something happened to Grannock, for he had a twisted face about him. Though at the time, I suppose, I was blind to it myself.
Blinded by the light.
Over the next few weeks, he convinced a vast number of us to turn to what he claimed was the true power of Talos himself. If you are, again, unfamiliar with our ways, Talos is our deity that the member of the Storm Arrows tribe follows. And he convinced many, including our finest warriors and many of our standing army, that power and glory awaited them if they would only follow him. He took his acolytes of magic craft, and alongside Agrelon, the leader of our warriors, they went northeast to settle their own split faction, doing what I'm unsure. But since then, we have constantly been tracked by different groups of former members looking to capture more of us and take them with them. I heard from Ma that you mentioned the loggers camp. Typically, that's an area you would know, Rev. We do not venture due to the guard and protected nature. We do not actively seek out those kind of fights, though on occasion we'll plunder when can. I suspect that if you found evidence of thunder arrows, that's coming from this split faction. He pauses for questions if you have any.
Fascinating. So do you believe that Agrelon and Grand Knock are working together, or are they two separate groups at this point?
I believe they are working together. They left together. Agrelon has always been interested in conquest. It's part of what made him a great war clan leader, right? As our faction leader for our military. He drank in the sweet poison that Granok laid before him, the promise of Talos's blessing. And they have made a stronghold in the west, or sorry, in the east. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing there, but the clouds grow dark that direction.
That's troublesome. I'm surprised that that's what happened, but then again, maybe I shouldn't be.
Well, that's where we're at. Now we're trying to find a stable place. As I mentioned, it seems like the acolyte's eyes are all over this woods, and every time we get comfortable, it seems like they show up again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think, and at that point you hear some horns outside the tent. He goes, "No, not again," and he runs past you outside. And you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
As you
I'll
guys
put my drink down. I'm gonna put my drink down before I follow.
as you guys
Don't
walk
spill your-
outside, you see chaos ensue as it looks like and I'll just get some of these tokens. Hold on. All right. We will start with this one on the hide.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Hey Rev, you want to talk to that one?
get 3 Thunderboars, label them 1, 2, and 4. Release them on the list.
Usually takes a crane to get them out.
Usually takes a crane. Sorry.
You find the camp being surrounded by large thunderboars, not that you know what a thunderboar is, and hooded acolytes accompanying them. And standing in the center is a shimmering kind of apparition version of one of these acolytes who pulls its hood back, and you see a more reddish hued skinned orc dressed still with like the same blue paint as the people surrounding you. And I guess I'll move you guys for sake of continuity. Whoops, nope, go away, bar. You guys will have come out here. And he looks at Drogurk standing next to you across from the fire pit. And he says, "You thought you could run? You are not safe as long as you are in my woods. I will have the rest of our clan one way or another, whether it's bodies, alive, or dead." And he starts, his hands light up as flames crackling in his hands. We're gonna roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Girl.
Initiative.
Heck
That's a thing
yeah.
we do. Wait, you have advantage on that?
I have advantage on initiative and athletics.
Oh, I thought it was your inspiration. Huh.
Nope.
Wait, how do you have
Wow.
that? I want that.
I want that.
Be a fighter.
All right.
18's pretty good though.
So, one advantage.
Many of the civilians you see are trying to like run and hide in tents. As
Wimps, you're
every...
twice my size. Sorry.
All right, you guys rolled 12 for Dwight. I want to make sure this calculated it right. 18 for Pete. Rev at 15. Bill 13. Is that right?
Yep.
That matches. Okay. At the start of the turn is so again, the start of the turn is going to be the environment, and again, people are starting to scatter. There's a few orcs that have their arms like already at the ready, ready to help fight. The rest of them, again, more civilian focused, are going to run inside and hide in their camps. The first person to go is going to be Acolyte number 4, who is going to...
Very important named character.
Yes, number 4. They are going to... He's going to turn to his boar, and he's going to put his hand on it. He's going to speak some words that you can't quite see, but you see his mouth move. And the boar, which is already like this bluish kind of translucent color, and definitely larger than normal boars like you had already seen, its fur and its skin is going to start shimmering and glowing as the acolyte seems to have cast a spell on his boar. He's also going to move up and get right here. Next is going to be Pete. What are you going to do, Pete?
First, you said he casted and put a shimmer on his boar?
Correct.
In all my years of battle, do I understand that he is buffing his boar?
Yeah, you could probably assume that.
Okay. I'm
Like
going
buffing
to
your boar.
buff. Are you buffing your boar?
Who up buffing their board?
Who up buffing they boar?
Who up buffing they bore?
Big old buff.
So I'm going to call out to the orcs and to the team that that we need to deal with the Acorites before we try and hit the boars. So I'm going to make that. Can I make that assumption?
Yeah, that's a free action. You can say that if you want to.
Yeah. So I'm going to call out the fact that we need to take out the Acorites first for the boars. So to try and target those down. Okay. And then after that, I would like to make a beeline towards the Acorite next to Madur. I'd like to move over there.
Okay.
And I would like to attack. Just hold on. Is that technically next to Madur enough for where I get sneak?
No, the acolyte, the Acrorite is currently not engaged in combat, so you're not. It requires it to be like to have another ally in the melee range. She's not in it currently, so no.
She's not within 5 feet.
She is not in 5 feet of the enemy.
Darn it.
She's in 5 feet of you, but that doesn't really matter. Like he was intentionally trying to stay out of melee range.
Okay. Well, I don't get sneak, but that's okay. I still get 2 attacks. I'm gonna go with
You can if you get 2 hits in a row because you just need to get because you'll get advantage on the second one. If you get a hit the first time.
True. You're right.
I know I'm
Okay.
right.
Cool. Then yes, I would go for my 2-handed melee attack. I'd like to go roll for that.
All right, you can go do what you want.
My 2 one-handers. Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Wow.
Cool. And
yeah,
then
I think a 23 hits.
and then that's the first hit. And then I would hit with my offhand now.
Yes, with advantage because of
With
Vex.
advantage because of Vex. I don't like that. I do like that. All right. And then now I get my offhand hit plus sneak, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I love this class. All right.
All right, I should probably start keeping
Wait a
track
minute.
of
That's an
people's-
unarmed strike, not a sneak.
Wait, what? Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong button.
Someone pushed the wrong button.
There we go. Okay, so in total that's 8 plus 6 plus 7. So 21.
Hold on.
Oh, does this dude have some sort of magical ability and gonna about beat my ass?
Just let me get the health written down so I can.
Hydrate. Yeah.
All right, so against number 4, you did 6,
21.
7, 9, 21 total.
That's pretty
Wait.
good.
Wait, where'd you get 6, 7, 9?
Pickle Pete offhand, sneak attack, and the first one, right?
It's an 8.
First one was
isn't it?
8.
8.
Okay.
8.
I was like, wait, what'd you see that I didn't? Yep, 21 damage.
Yeah, 21. Woof. Okay. Good hit.
Thank you.
Let me see here. Hold on. That's a success. Ooh, wait. Oh, that's a success. Okay. The boar is still shimmery EE.
Okay.
Next
Making
up
note.
after you is going to be sorry, there's a lot of people here.
A lot of initiative.
There's a lot
That's
of
a
initiative.
long-
It's going to be Thunder Boar 2, who is going to rush in
Ah,
and
Oh, I hate Russians.
he is going to
You can say that on Twitch.
Rasputin.
he is
What
going
about
to
YouTube?
rush in and gore Bill, I think. Gore at Bill. And
Mr.
that is gonna-
Gorbill, tear down
He's
this
going
wall.
to be Mr. Gorbill. He's going to make 2 attacks, one with his lightning tusks and one with his thunder hooves.
When he comes into melee range, can I use my reactive strike to make a melee attack?
Yeah.
You can, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like it. Using our kits.
Yeah.
And that's from being what? What is that from?
It's called reactive strike. When holding a quarterstaff, a spear, or a weapon with the heavy and reach properties, you can take a reaction to make 1 melee attack against a creature that enters into that weapon's reach.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Yep, 18 hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
Give me the old bap.
Whap!
Give him the
Max damage.
Give him the old 1-2-Z.
And then I'd like to try to topple it.
Okay.
You do that in a reaction? That's awesome.
It says if you hit a
What do-
creature, you can
what do I
force
need
it
to
to
do?
make a con save. The save is 15.
Yeah, it saves. It saves
Okay.
easily. All right. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 meets. So
Okay.
yes.
And then I'm just gonna do the other one, and then I'll give you damage. Does a 18 definitely hits then? So you're gonna get hit with both of them,
Ouch.
and that is going to be we'll do that. 3, 5. So that's 3 points of slashing damage and 5 points of lightning damage on the first hit. And then the second hit is 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 more points of thunder damage.
Jeesh.
Wait, so how much did it just hit you for?
It's like a quarter of my health.
That was a
3,
Wendy's
5,
oh.
3, 5, and 5.
It's
so
13.
13 in total.
Oh. Bro, it just hit you with a Wendy's fo.
Granted, I
Alright.
also hit it for 11, so with only 1 damage.
Yeah.
And you still got your turn coming up.
And I got my turn.
Ready.
I'm mad at that boar now.
Next
I'm mad at
is
that boar.
a combined win between Rev and Acolyte number 3. Rev, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is 16.
Oh, so you're gonna win that. So go ahead. You're up next.
Yes.
Technically, these are anchorites. I don't like that.
I have been hearing acolyte.
Yes, that's
Like
what I've been
the
hearing.
hooded,
And that's
Oh,
what I
like,
like the
think
Star
it
where
Wars
should
shall my
be.
blood be spilled,
Yeah.
guys? From
And that's
Google what
what-
anchorite
yeah.
is.
Google what?
Anchor?
What?
Google the word anchorite.
Look
I'm
at
gonna.
that, a religious recluse.
Which is also kind of like a religious recluse.
Right.
You also
But I've
make the
but I've
case
been
for
hearing.
acolyte,
But I've been
I mean,
hearing acolyte.
Yeah, me
I know
too.
that's probably because I've been saying acolyte because to me they're both
Oh,
like,
okay,
about the
okay,
same.
okay.
he's
I was
he
like,
is
have
a
my notes
religious
been wrong this whole
recluse,
time?
But I also say I'm putting more of a fanatic flair on it, but the
That's fine.
mini is modeled after an acolyte.
Heard. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Thank you.
You're not crazy, I'm crazy.
We're
Rev, what
all
are you
a
doing?
little crazy.
I cast Shield of Faith on Drogurk.
Okay. Remind me what Shield of Faith does.
It gives him +2 bonus to AC for the duration of the spell.
Oh,
It's a concentration spell that lasts up to 10 minutes.
that's all right. Cool. Good to know. Thank you for doing that. Would you like to cast a cantrip for free? For freezies?
I would love to cast a free cantrip.
Where would you like to cast a free cantrip?
How about... What do I got here? Oh, I only have 4 cantrips. 2 of them are concentration spells. So I will cast Toll the Dead
On
at somebody.
On whomstead?
On Anchorite of Talos number 4, because he's got ouchied.
He got ouchied. Tango number 5. Let's see what anchor for. He is ouchie. That is a wisdom save. Ooh, I don't think that saves.
Wisdom save is 13.
That doesn't save.
He unsaved.
Toll the Dead is way better. In past games, if someone played cast Toll the Dead, I would play Hell's Bells AC/DC intro.
That's great.
So it
Nice.
takes a d12 of damage.
Ooh.
Where's my button? Oh, right here. What bap? Oh, wait. I was supposed to roll a d12.
Ah,
Nope,
yes,
you
redo. Redo.
Gotta redo it.
Adjust dice?
Yes, just hit a D12.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's see.
We'd like that better.
That's better.
Cool. Next up is going to be Acolyte number 3. He is also going to put his hands on the Boar Man and make him shimmer.
Do it.
And then he is going to run up here. And
Stretch.
just stand far enough away from Boz that looks like he's going to prep something. Next up is after the 15s go. I see a 13. I see 2 13s. Bill, what is your dexterity modifier?
It is the modifier is a +2.
Cool, you get to go first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna clobber this boar again.
Smack for go for smack boar.
Oh
Go
yeah,
for bonk.
I'm gonna go for the bonk, and I do not have extra attack or second attack or whatever it's called, right? Yeah, no, it's just a 1. Shame.
For now.
For now.
Wait. I thought if you hit that, can't you like also hit the bottom? Can't you double hit? Didn't we go over that?
Do you get the bonus hat? He's not attacking with a spear or halberd.
No, but his quarterstaff
Does not have the.
passive.
It can do topple.
No,
Does it-
no.
Does
The
the feat you just pick up allow you
Yeah,
to make
the
a bonus action attack?
Yeah, cleave is the halberd.
no,
Where
the
is
feat that you got though.
Yeah, it says once per turn, if you hit a creature with a melee attack using a halberd, you can make another melee attack with it against a second creature within 5 feet of the first that's
Wait.
within your reach. On a hit, second
thought
creature
I
takes halberd damage, but without your ability modifier.
I could have sworn it was the quarterstaff one that has like halberd quarterstaff.
What feat did you pick up, Matt?
Yeah, let me look.
Hurry, it's your turn.
I know.
Your first one does hit, by the way, so you do need to roll damage for your quarterstaff.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah. So damage on my quarterstaff. Boom. Max damage again. And I want to try to
Yeah.
topple it.
Hold on. Yeah, right here. When you take the attack action and attack with only a glaive, halberd, quarterstaff,
That's
you
a
can use a
15.
bonus. Sorry,
It meets.
you can use a
Cool. Not
bonus
toppled.
action.
Do I get a second
Polar
attack?
Master.
What are you reading that from?
It's Polar Master is the one that you picked, and I'm reading it off the feats list. When you take the attack action and attack with only a glaive, halberd, quarterstaff, or spear, you can use the bonus action to melee with the opposite end of the weapon. This attack uses the same ability modifier as the primary attack. The weapon's damage die for this
It's a
attack
D4.
is a D4.
Yes, you can make a bonus action attack with Polar
Yeah.
Master.
Yeah, so roll your attack again, and then you will roll for a D4.
Well, I won't do it.
No, and you don't get to. Yes, no, you can use your proficiency bonus in it. So, yeah, it doesn't hit.
Oh, pole
Okay.
strike. Yeah, okay.
Okay, is that your turn?
That is it.
Okay. Next up is going to be the other one with 13. That's Talos 1. 1 is going to touch his boar friend,
Ew.
and he is going to
Hey, boyfriend.
Hey,
tuck
boyfriend.
under here in the tree. It looks like he's readying for something.
You got a boyfriend?
And then it is going to be after 13 would be 12. So Dwight, what's your dexterity?
Like the modifier?
Mm-hmm.
That is
Or the number. Give me the number.
number's 12.
Oh, you just edge it out to go faster. So
Nice.
go ahead and go
Nice.
first.
All right. I will use wild shape and take the form of a wolf.
Wow.
Ooh.
And
Hold
in
on.
my wolfish form. Oh, go ahead.
We got Wolf Rook before we got GTA 6.
Where
Oh, heck yeah.
He's got a little wolf. Oh, I love it.
He's ready for
That's
it.
awesome. I'm going to charge at Thunderbore 2. And I am going to use my bite attack. I do get advantage on my attack rolls
Pack tactics.
because
Yep,
pack tactics. Yeah.
I'm aware.
All right. So
Wait,
I
what's pack
will.
tactics?
So pack tactics gives me advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of my allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated. So I'm next to Bill.
Mhm.
So I get that
Kind of
little
like
bonus
Pete's
there.
thing where he likes to
Yeah.
just sneak.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
I like this. This is good.
This is good.
We're becoming
as well.
ourselves. We're be-
So would this be considered? Never attacked as an animal. Would this be considered an unarmed strike?
No, you pull up the wolf stat block.
Okay.
There should be a bite action that you can do.
Oh yeah. +4 to hit. Reach 5 feet, one target. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 Strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let me pull up your wood thing.
That Thunderboar is in fact a creature.
That sure is a creature. Look
Now,
at it.
That sure is.
Don't fear the creature.
All right, yours is just
I'm-
what is it? It is just a wolf.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm looking for bite. I'm not finding bite under any of my actions or attacks or anything.
Bite is a +4 to hit, and you do a 1d6 +2 pierce damage. If the
Okay, so
target
it's
is
just a-
medium or smaller creature, it has the prone condition.
Okay. So it's just a D.
A d6 +2.
Damage?
+4 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, D20
So
plus
Oh.
roll a d20 for a hit.
Okay, yeah,
and then
that's what I
add
meant.
4
Yeah.
to it. So you can just do it with a dice. Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so that
Yeah.
hits. Yep, that hits.
All right.
So then you can do 1d6. So roll a d6 and add 2 to it, and that's going to be how much piercing damage you do.
Technically, you have advantage on that if you want to try and roll for a crit.
You do
by the way.
technically have advantage, so you could try doubling it.
I'll
Roll
see.
roll a d20. See if you get
Yeah.
a 20.
It's free.
You did
Yeah.
not. Now
That's
roll a
all right.
d6.
Oh.
And then you add
Well.
4 to it, though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you add
Sounds
2 to
bad.
it, so it's 3 damage.
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I had it backwards.
Yep, you did.
+4
It's
to
okay.
hit, +2 to
Okay.
damage.
That's
Good
why
job.
I'm.
You silly
Then
head.
it's going to be the rest of the boars, which all
Ah!
have been empowered.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
You're in
I should have
danger.
clarified. It's boar 1 and boar 3 are next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get there in a clear line, so he's going to charge orc.
Not
He's
orc.
going to
Not-
charge
not orc is
That's
what
my
Oh.
favorite orc.
That's like one of my top 4 favorite orcs.
Dude, that guy was cool.
He's in my.
I mean,
top
he's still cool. For now.
Orc.
Well,
And this
you know,
one's going to charge straight in on you, Rev. All
four
right.
for that.
Okay. So with the buff. I want to just make sure I get this. Attack roll. They get to add a d4. Okay. So we're going to do it like that then. Do it like this and like
Oh,
that.
so
and
like that then.
this and
Like,
they are. All right. Oh, cool. So that's going to be let's start with orc. Let's start with orc.
not dude. Please. be
His
gentle.
AC is 13. Okay. So that's 5, 6,
Be nice to
that's
orc.
14. So that's gonna hit, and that's another. Okay, so those are both gonna hit. So I need to apparently also manage all the orcs' health, which makes
Womp womp.
sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Isn't there technically like 40 orcs here? We just didn't want to put all 40 of them up here.
The civvies are hiding in the tents.
Hmm.
These are all the battle orcs they have remaining.
Battle orcs.
Is Ma Dur considered a battle orc rev?
She is.
Okay. I didn't know if she was
Uh,
like the shamanistic type lady with her skull.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where they get their healing. Is from the
1, 2, 3. Where did it go?
Did you just make that up off the top of your head, by the way?
What?
The whole like the skulls are where they get their healing.
the totems.
Like that's an actual that's a thing. You didn't just make
Yeah,
that up. Oh, I would have
That's
just
how
made it
clerics
up.
heal.
2,
I'd have just made it up.
2, and I need one more. I need one more.
No,
What do I do? No. I got it.
Arnar.
All right. Sorry. I have the damage. Die.
oh
That's
my
too
God.
many.
He says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more.
That's crazy.
That's too many.
Oh, that man zoinked a Scoob.
Oh no,
Man,
Everybody
whose man's is this?
dude,
This
that
is
orc
man's is this?
That was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12 and 10. That's 22 points of damage.
Ouch.
Hey, so I don't want a boar to attack me, right, guys?
That boar is put the hurt on that orc. That poor freaking orc. Now Mark's turn. Rev's turn.
Woo.
All right.
It goes back to Rev.
No, Rev hasn't been attacked. Like we're resolving Rev.
Oh,
And being attacked.
Rev's
So
being
18 hit.
It does.
Okay, 1.
attacked.
And that one is that one's not as good. That one is 14 hit.
No
thank you.
way.
All right, only one
no
gets
thanks.
through. Lucky
Rolls
you.
14 dice.
All right,
As
that
a
is
bucket.
Yeah.
that is 10 points of piercing damage as you get gored with a tusk, and a follow-up of 7 points of lightning damage. So 17 points of damage in total.
Suddenly my
Thanks.
13
I hate
doesn't
it.
hurt quite so bad.
Got ouchied.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
Pete's a little spooked over here, guys. Like Pete's looking at his hit points and going, "This isn't gonna be
Don't
good."
focus the boars. Meanwhile, the boars.
The boars be
All right.
focusing us.
After
say that
12
empowered.
comes 11. Oh, all of the orcs get a turn. How about that? At the beginning of this poor orc's turn, he takes.
Pork.
Oh, he's just holding on. I love this guy. Good work. Good work, soldier. He's so bloodied. The static electricity from these thunderboars shocks the orc, but it just fuels his rage.
It's the only thing keeping his heart pumping.
These guys are about to rage. All right. As a bonus action, these guys can move up to its speed towards a hostile creature I can see. Oh, so can I like sprint? Perfect. This guy is gonna run over here. This guy is gonna run up on here.
Ooh, there you get your sneak now.
This one's gonna come up here and heal. She's gonna come over here and heal. She's gonna come over here. Oops.
And not heal.
And attack.
Mhm.
The best
Unheal.
defense is a solid offense. He's gonna attack there. He's gonna join in with you guys.
Ooh, that's a real pack.
And he's
Yeah.
going to sprint over here and also help with this boar because it's really in the way and almost knocked his boys. So let me play with myself on this for a second, and I'll get right back
I would
to
like to see it.
you. Camera's on.
Don't get me banned.
All right.
Cameras was
Here
on
we
the whole
are.
time.
I would like to
We are
see
going
this.
to.
Can you go ahead and move your camera down a little bit?
All right, Mark, you're going to receive
Yes.
13 points of healing.
Hey, that's like what you needed.
I
These
needed
can
more.
heal?
But 13
Rom.
is great.
Hey, Rom, turn
then-
around. I'm over here.
Oh, you're fine.
Mm-mm.
And that's going to
I started this battle at half HP.
Oh.
That's
Right.
Yeah.
12 points of healing.
Forgot about
to
that.
Orc
Yeah.
plus 12. That's
Yeah, it's not a good day for Pete to be have
That's
hold on,
great.
how many? 1, 2.
all right. That's the healing. Now the damage. So the orc, the boar that's on you, will start on that guy. So we're gonna do plus 5 to hit. We're gonna attack. That's 15. That's gonna be enough to hit. And that's gonna be, where's my D12? There we go. That's gonna be 4 plus 7. And that does not kill that 4. Okay, that's it for that guy. Then we'll do Drogurk. We'll just go counterclockwise here. That's gonna hit. That does 2 of these guys. That's 2. Ooh, nice. 12 plus 4.
I'm excited to see what's going on here.
16. That guy that is attacking Mr. Orc here, that one is boar number 1. Boar number 1 minus
What's behind
Good.
boar number 1?
44.
It's another
That was
boar.
a good hit. You see Drogurk pull out his battle axe and just embed it 4 inches into this thing's back. That is a solid
lot.
hit. Good work, man.
Dang.
That guy's a muscly boy for good reason. The orc that is with you is going to make an attack on that acolyte. That's going to hit. That is going
When you
to
say
be
you, who's the you that you're referring to?
Garrett is Pickle
Oh.
Pete is fighting that man's. That man's is. Oh, you know what? I put that in the wrong spot.
Mm.
There we go. That's 2. And then that's acolyte number 4, which is already being hit. That did not a lot. Not gonna lie, it's not a lot. That would be 27. All right. And then that orc's gonna attack that boar, and that's gonna crit. Good work, young blood. Oh, let's go. That's a crit,
Excited.
and he rolled max damage on the die. He gonna put
Let's
that hurt
go.
in that work. Let's go. That's 20. That is 20.
I love it when the
6 points
AI
of-
does it all for you.
26 points of damage to that boar. Youchies. Oh, I forgot to roll concentration saving throws. He does
What are we even
pass.
here for?
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't
say.
need you guys to play with myself.
Sounds
I don't
like
need you.
this clan is doing just fine without us.
Yeah.
That's not true.
And at this point, they're just frustrated that they're getting attacked over and over again.
Dude, like their boss hasn't even like done a thing. Like, yeah, they've been getting these kind of attacks for a while now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
You're used to it.
then Boz, yo girl, she'd be out there swanging. She did not hit. Aw, Poor
Swinging.
Boz. Poor Boz.
Well, I don't know why she's out here swinging.
What is she
Well,
swinging for?
I guess she could have healed Pete. I didn't realize Pete.
Bet you
was hurt.
Pete would have liked that.
Pete.
Why are you
got
hurt, Pete?
That chest, you gave
Yeah.
me 8 points of damage from that.
Oh, yeah.
the-
Boz wouldn't have known that though.
From the chest?
Yeah.
Remember, I rolled bad and I got that like smoke-filled lungs.
That was a day
If-
ago.
We haven't taken like a long rest.
You guys
since
slept
that.
at Dwight's house.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh yeah.
I think you've had 2 sleeps.
Yeah, silly.
Well, then I'm
hell.
going
Because you would have
full
camped in the
HP.
woods. You would have camped in the
Nobody,
woods.
hold on, pause. Nobody told me.
You were at full health. You started the day with full health.
I don't change my health unless told. All right.
Any long rest, you get your health back.
Nobody ever said the word long rest though.
You
We
slept.
do have the receipts.
This is my first time playing.
You
Garrett,
slept.
there's
That
no
should-
excuse.
There's really none.
There's no excuse.
All right. Okay, that's
Wow.
the Orc clan. They took their turn. I think that's all the good guys have gone.
So, Garrett, do you
now
feel
it's
better now?
Just baddies.
I would like to point out
I feel
that
good.
if I had been the one to do recap, I wrote down in my notes, we arrived to Dwight's residence and have a long rest.
And I would have changed my health
All right.
and without telling anyone.
His
gonna
boar,
point that
his boar is gone. So this
Oh, he's boreless.
he's boarless.
He's debored.
He is going to cast.
Wait, whose Bora's gone? I missed it.
Number 2.
Bora
Wait,
number
no.
He's
Or-
going to cast Thunder Wave.
Which Bora is gone?
No, none of them are gone.
He's going to put Thunder Wave right near the. Ooh, wait. This could be fun. This could be fun. Oh. Ooh, I like that. Okay. We're going to have some fun. I can have fun too. I don't need you guys to play with myself. He's going to move up to here. And since he doesn't have a board to touch, he's going to cast Thunder Wave right here. Oh, I
You
need to.
guys need to kick that ability.
Yeah.
Kick
Is
that
there a
ability
cast
and bring it
bar?
in.
Wow, that's a huge ping. Holy
Hey,
cow.
look
Oh,
here.
it's a big thing.
That's gonna hurt a
That's
lot
gonna-
of people.
Right on the edge of that fireplace. And Thunder Wave requires everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. And if you fail, you'll take damage and get pushed away. If you succeed,
What's
then
the
you're
radius
going
of
to
it?
take 15 feet cube. And then if you succeed, you'll take half damage and not pushed. In addition, unsecured objects are completely within the effect, are automatically pushed 10 feet away, and an audible boom is heard out to 300 feet. So it goes boom! And Bill, 1 orc, 2 orc, Rook, you're fine and out of it. Need to make Constitution saving throws. So, Bill, I need one from you, and then I will make the saves for the orc. That's going to save from 1 orc. That does not save for Drogurk. So
Oh,
he's gonna
no,
take-
not Drogurk.
It is 10 thunder damage. Bill, you save, so you're not going to get pushed.
Do I take half damage?
Drogurk, you do take half damage, so you take 5. He's going to get shoved all the way out here. Actually, from the point of impact, he's going to get shoved out here. And also, the rocks from the fire pit are going to get scattered.
Not
So
shrapnel.
make a dexterity saving.
Shrapnel.
Make a Rev, Madur, and the other orc need to make dexterity saving throws in order to dodge the shrapnel. That's a
Oh, no.
save. That's a save. You do not save. You will take You took 4 points of soot damage.
Rev is a.
Soot.
Oh, I thought it was a rock damage.
Of high speed exiting of the debris.
High speed
The-
dirt.
I was
the anchorite is very pleased in that maneuver.
Rev was about
It's an
to
advancement.
evolve into a ghastly.
All right. Granok is up. He is going to turn towards Drogurk, who is now out of place, and he is going to. You're going to see his hands light up with electricity, and he is going to send unlimited power into Drogurk. Drogurk has to make a dexterity saving throw. Boy, you better hope you make this. Ooh. Ooh.
He didn't make it, did he?
No,
I was gonna say you wouldn't make that
Womp.
sound if he made it.
he did not.
Womp womp.
He did not. That is.
Aaron's gonna kill off his own main characters by accident, and he
Swear.
Oh, there's nothing by accident in this game.
did.
I don't have enough dice.
Well, we've learned everything we need
What?
from Droger. We don't need him anymore.
Oh, wait, nope, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So utilitarian.
All right, I'll get this nice and close.
Hang on.
for the-
Did anybody else hear Aaron say I don't have enough dice? What
Yeah.
the hell?
Not good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
your
heard.
What the
boy's
hell was
your
that?
boy is sunk. I swear. What we got here? That is okay. It could have been worse.
There's 73 points.
That is 28 points of lightning damage. And
Look out, you bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have just one hit Pete. Like straight up.
In the dirt.
Adro is very bloodied on the ground, like shaking and seizing from the massive amount of electricity that is now coursing through his body. That hurt him a lot. Anyway, so then the last one to go is Thunderborn number 4, which is not going to get the charge and is just going to tusk our boy right there. That's going to hit. So boom and boom.
As we can almost play again.
It's almost our turn.
Almost.
We can almost play again.
That's for number 4.
Think about it. The faster we kill things, the more turns we get.
The faster we get to play again.
Yes. Yep. By process of elimination. We actually need Drogurk to die so we can play more. Get him out of here.
But if
Okay,
if
that
the
takes us
good
back to
guys
the
die
top
too
of
quickly,
the order, the top
That
of
is
the
true.
order
A very
Which
eventful
is-
turn.
Very eventful. turn.
Anchorite number 4, who is there on you, Pete, with being flanked. He is going to cast Thunderwave on himself and try to create space. So I
Won't
need
he
you
get hurt?
and the orc to make dexterity saving throws. The
Won't
orc
he
does
get
not
hurt,
make
though?
it.
it's lightning that knows which is a friend.
You do save,
Sure.
so you're not going to get pushed away, but the guy behind you didn't. So that's 8 points of damage. You take 4. He takes 8. And so it's
I need that Chrome extension, Garrett, next time you.
Oh, is it slow?
No,
actually-
it's
There we go.
I need it so that my rolls can be that good.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah,
because like
push
it's
you away.
actually yeah.
Oh, he got boomed.
You are also no longer in flanking position.
You did that on purpose. Okay.
He did do that on purpose. Your turn, Pete.
I would like to go for the Wombo combo, the
All right.
two-handed.
Dab it up. You technically hit twice, so I mean you are still rolling with advantage.
I am. Am I?
You hit with your last one, right? Which
Oh,
means
you're
you get
right.
advantage
Yes,
on
you're
your
right.
next attack.
Thank God.
19 hits.
The first one was a 1. All right, and then we roll for damage on that. Unlucky. And then we roll with advantage on this one now.
Tim says, suddenly an otter riding a raging teleporting bear enters the fight at Aaron.
All right. For
That. And then I get sneak because I hit the
You
first
do.
one, right?
You are sneaking.
He's so sneaky.
I'm a sneaky boy. So I get 10, 14.
14. Okay. All right. Very bloodied. Very bloodied still in front of you.
I got
We'll see if he lives another turn to get out of that. Then is going to be, after your 18, is going to be, I think it's Thunderboard 2, which is on Bill. Thunderboard 2.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Thunderboard 2 is going to. All right. I need Orc, Wolf, and Bill to make dexterity saving throws as the boar envelops in electricity to the point where it looks like it's about to burst.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Yikes.
So my wolf's dex modifier is actually 1 higher than my.
You use the
Action
wolf's
one?
physical properties, so do that.
Okay. So I'll just add 1 to
Inspiration.
whatever this roll is.
Inspiration's
so
just a
just add-
D6.
Correct. 17?
18.
Yeah,
That's
even
good.
a 10 isn't going to get me out of that.
Save it.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and honor limb. Aaron would never make anything that could be saved by a 10.
10 is not going to save me.
All right. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm missing
That's
one.
not even saying you get the 6. It's a 1d6.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying best case scenario, I still
let
get
me,
hurt.
let me roll the orc.
And then I lose my inspiration.
The orc does save. It's just Bill doesn't. Everyone takes half damage except for Bill. All right. That is
And none for Gretchen Wieners.
4,
And none for Gretchen Wieners.
4, and 1. All right. That is 17 points of lightning damage to you, Bill. And that would be 8 points of damage to Orc and Wolf. And that is. Okay. And the boar explodes.
Ah,
Ouch.
Or
Wait,
shrapnel?
that's it? It's just gone?
It exploded. Yeah. What happens when you explode?
You tend to be either nowhere or everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Anyway, so that
My
boar
bullet.
is gonzo. Next is going to be my 15. So Rev, I think you get to go next.
woo.
Ooh,
Hmm.
go ahead.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on Bill Roshi.
Hey, I appreciate you.
And there's nothing that we have to roll for, so just here's your heals. Congrats on your
Hey, I
10.
appreciate that.
And then, how about if I cast Toll the Dead?
On whom?
That's the real question. Who needs to be told?
They all need to be told. They're all about to get told.
3, my lord.
3, my lord.
I'm saying
3.
4.
4? Bore 4?
No, not Bor. Talos. This one over here, I'm beating its ass.
Oh, no. I'm not doing that one.
Yeah,
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that stuff?
I forget if Thunderbore 3 has taken damage, but I don't want to metagame it, so I'm gonna do number 3.
Number 3, my lord.
3, my lord.
All right, that's a wisdom save. That's a 15.
Wow, that is a very wise boar.
It just happened to get lucky, I think. There's no negatives on them, so yeah, it's a flat 0. So yeah, that's a 15 roll.
There you go.
There it is. Okay, thank you for your turn. Next is going to be Acolyte 3, who is going to...
What's he gonna do?
It's going to cast probably Thunderwave, I think. He's going to put it right in between so it hits Boz and Ram. And they're going to have to save. One save. Both save. Both take half damage. That's 3 points of damage to both of them. All right, and then it is up to Bill. You're up.
Bill's up.
Bill.
Every time it pops in my head.
I guess Bill is gonna just go to the next closest boar, swang on him.
All right.
They're swinging.
Boar number 3. Miss.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to use a second wind then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you heal 11, is that what you do?
Yeah, I heal 11, baby.
Nice. Okay, that's your turn. Then it's going
That's
to
my turn.
be... If Bill was 13, that means it's this one. Acolytes tell us 1. Ah, yeah. Okay. He's going to... I think I can get... How far does that go? Goes for 100 feet. That's gonna hit his.
This one casts nuke.
This one casts all of it.
I'm gonna hit. Ooh, I know what he's gonna do. Let's see.
I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, never mind. Does a 35 hit?
That's gonna hit Orc, Bill, Thunderbore 3, and Boz.
Not boss.
What's gonna hit me?
Thunderclap.
Anchorite is going to use Lightning Bolt.
Woof.
So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
This is not a targeted thing. This is...
It's an AoE thing.
Yeah. I think I passed that one.
2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. I'm missing some. Those are all my colors. I don't have enough dice.
Good thing I take half.
I will have to roll for the other two guys. That is going to be 5, 10, 22, 20 plus 2 more. 25, 26, 28. All right, you take 15 damage on half.
That is half, or
That's half.
ouch.
It's a save. That's not a save. Oh, and then the boar.
The
That's
boar.
not s- Okay, so Boz takes half that damage as well.
Half of
So
15 or
she's-
15 is the half?
15 is the half. It was 31.
Ouch. That's really strong.
Boz is very hurt. And the boar is going to die. And then that orc is toast. That one was right here. So that orc is gone. All right.
My work.
Delete.
Delete. Got deleted.
Got deleted. Also, this boar is going to explode as a result of its death. Make a dexterity saving throw, Mark, and that's it. That's a save.
Does a crit save win me any less damage taken?
No.
There's no such thing as a crit save.
That is going to save both
There
of you are going
should
to
be.
save. So you're only going to take
It's a terrible
8 points. 8 points of damage. It was really bad. It was a really bad roll on my part. So 8 points of damage, and that boar is also gone. Okay, how are we all feeling?
Bad.
Yeah, I bet.
I've been
Really,
worse.
really bad.
You're doing great though. Keep it up. Then it's gonna be Dwight. Dwight, it's your turn.
Right. I am going to charge toward. Oh. The Drogurk went this way. I'm
Which
going
one?
to charge then at the Echo of Granok and
Ooh.
pounce to bite it.
Pounce to bite.
Yes. And
I like that.
I
Ooh,
think that should hit.
I think that does.
Do you want to roll
And
again?
I did double,
in case.
You do get
just in
advantage.
case. Couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt.
Nope.
All
But
right.
you
Well,
know what?
that's
Hits all the same.
yeah. And then also I double checked the damage, so it's a 2d4 plus 2 for a wolf bite. I think I did it wrong last time.
I think
So
you
we
rolled
roll.
6
Um,
last time.
I think I did, yeah.
Are you sure?
This is just the stat block that I had saved. I'm not sure if it's current or if it changed with the current version, but this is what I had downloaded.
Oh yeah, you're using the legacy one. That's fine.
Is that?
That's fine.
I could if it's if the updated one is D6. I wasn't aware. I'm happy to use it. I just want to make sure I'm not doing it wrong.
Yep, the legacy one, the 2014 is 2d4 plus something, and then the new one
Oh.
is a 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, 1d6. I'll do the 1d6 plus 2 then. God, that's 6. I can do math.
Math is easy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for playing.
Yes.
Then it is going to be for number 1. That's it. That's all there is to it. Boar number one. Boar number one is going to continue to wail on this orc. And let me make sure I have my count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, we're right. And that's gonna be this first guy. Poor guy. He's not doing well. You know what? He hits. Surprising as that is. And that
Ah!
is
Too many dice.
10, 14. Yeah, my man's toast. Sorry, man.
Orc deleted.
Orc deleted.
DM's been playing too much. Orcs must die.
So he makes an entire encounter full of orcs and kills them.
Who said that this wasn't that hard? Someone said that earlier in this fight. Someone knows, not me. Then it is the orc's turn. So Boss is going to heal herself because the hell just happened to her. That's good. That's good work. You want that. And Ram is also going to heal Boss. Whew. That's not as good, but we'll take it. That will take you to 30. Perfect. Oh no, that'll take you. Actually, I take that back. I misjudged. She was actually at full health. So who is she gonna heal instead? Oh, Bill, you're pretty hurt.
Yeah,
She'll heal you
yeah,
instead.
this one.
So you get 2, 4. You take 7 points of healing. She comes and heals you, and
Whispers.
then Ma is going to be filled with rage at what happens and is going to step up and swing on them boars. Because she can't really get to anyone else. And she's going to attack. Ooh, that's a nat 20. Let's go, Ma. Let's go, Ma.
Let's go, Ma.
That girl. That a girl.
Yeah, we like that. That's going to be that's boar number 1, right? Boar number 1. Man, what the hell happened to boar number 3? Oh, and look at that. Ma is going to put that boar down, which, you know what that means.
Blow up.
Rook, make a dex saving throw.
All right.
Ma succeeds. Oh, nat 1 on Echo of Granic.
That was a
Looks
weird
good.
roll.
Ooh, you didn't save.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's okay. You just
That's-
poof back into
That's
Into
16
Dwight.
points of damage to you, Wolf, and 16 points of damage to Granic. And that will be 4 is 10, 4 is 8. And cool. And Ma takes half of that. So if it was 16, that's 8 minus 8. Cool. Did you pop into Dwight form again? Did that take your wolf down?
So that's if I am.
You have the health pool of the wolf, which is, I think, 11, right?
Yep, that definitely takes me back into Dwight form.
All right, you bye-bye, wolf.
and
Bye
hello,
bye.
Dwight.
4. And you are down here.
I'm just imagining, like, in Rampage, when you take too much damage, it just shrinks back down into a person.
And then this orc is going to still run up here.
It's like
This
Hulk
orc is
getting
going to
punched out of
attack.
Hulk form.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna attack for
Yeah.
these orcs. That's enough to hit the board. That's gonna be. Oh, that's good. That's 13 on board number 4. Ooh, nice. Board number 4 is no more. That does not save, so he inadvertently.
Kablamo.
That is 11, 15, 16 damage to that guy. Ooh, ooh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my man's a man out there. I tell you what.
Whose man's is this?
This man's, he took the whole board to the face, and he is standing
In full
with
bore?
a fist raised. He went full bore, and he is
Oh,
just standing
let's
with
go.
the fist raised.
Give a speech, orc.
He's just covered in like this soot, and there's this this like clean space behind him.
Some Wile E. Coyote nonsense up
Yeah.
All right, that is going to hit for him. 5, 7 plus 4, 11 on him. All right, that's the end of the orc's turn. The orc next to you, Pete, missed, so you get nothing.
Neat.
Now it will be after. Going to be Acolyte 2 and the Echo. I think he's gonna put another Thunderwave right on you guys. So Rev, Bill, and Ram need to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Not another thunder wave.
This time I will use my inspiration.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh.
What did you get? What's your total?
10.
You missed. You failed.
Luck.
You take 9 points of thunder damage. Rev, what did you get?
19.
Oh, you pass. You take half that, so
4.
4. Ram did not succeed. She also takes all 9. And she's there. And then the Echo is going to. What is this? I don't like that. Well, I guess he is going to. I think he's going to. I think he's going to just attack Dro Gurk. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to attack Dro Gurk. That's what he's going to do. All right.
Throw Gurk alone.
2 hits. Oh, he misses. In a Makara style, he misses with the first one, and the follow-up. 9 plus 13.
For reference, that
Just
means duel to
meets.
the death.
Just meets, which means he's going to do 2d6 and a d4 thunder damage. Pacha! No, that's cocked. That's going to be 6. And a 1, 4, 10 damage to him.
To Dro Gurk?
Yeah, he's very bloodied, but he's hanging in there.
Imagine
somewhat.
being really bloodied and then taking 10 more damage and then still just being really bloodied.
He's even
You
more
should still
bloodied.
have
Yeah.
Shield of Faith on if that matters.
Oh. He would not have taken that damage then. It would have saved him.
Yo! He's slightly less. Sucked some of the blood that spilled out of him back in.
He did not take that damage. That just saved him. That was enough to save him.
That's incredible.
All the boars are gone.
Bill is one of the
So we're
Baldur's
back up
Gate characters.
to-
They got minorly injured, but the whole room is full of blood.
Yep.
All right, now it's Acolyte 4 again to the top of the order. And we're going to cast Thunderwave right there on himself again. So Pete and the other orc need to make a dexterity saving throw. He succeeds.
There's no crit failures, right?
What's that?
There's no crit failures, right?
There's not. There's not.
Okay.
You do take 9 points of thunder damage and are pushed back 10 feet.
Bye.
The orc takes 4.
It's a little bloody.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't
I
want
don't want to
to hear
hear it.
If the wind blows too hard.
And Pete, it's your turn.
All right, I'm mad, so I'm gonna go finish off hopefully this acrobat.
Run back
go for
up.
Yeah, I got pushed back in this. Yeah, I'll give you 2 things in life this thing hates to see, and it's me running back at it and the ground because it's going down, baby.
Go for it, man.
Come on,
Do it up, baby.
and I get advantage on that because I hit last. Almost, but
You need
we're still
improved
going.
critical. Yeah.
So that was the
5.
first one, and
That's
then I
number 4, right? Okay.
I get advantage on this one because I just hit. Taking the
The
16.
first one hit. Yep.
All right, so there's this damage. And then
5,
because I hit with the
9.
first one, I now get sneak. So in total, we have 5.
Yep.
We get 20 points of damage. Yep.
Yep, you've killed him.
Yeah. Get
Yes.
wrecked. Touch me again. Shoot me with a goddamn thunder blast.
I wish you would not
More
do
thunder
that
waves.
anymore.
All right.
We don't do that
then
here.
It is going to be after Pete 18. We go to no boars. No boars.
No, Borse.
So Rev, you're up next. This
It's
initiative's getting
me.
simpler and simpler.
I'm gonna walk up to Bill and cast touch.
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 Touch my
touch.
body.
And I'm
I
gonna
imagine-
cast it at second level, by the way.
Wowee, that is substantial.
Super
Bill
touch.
goes, I wish someone would heal me a lot.
Who says that?
Someone would pay me in gum. And then that is my action. For a bonus action, can I drink a pot?
You can.
I'd like to drink a potion.
You have sorry, what's your inventory look like?
I have 4 known potions of healing, and I have 3 potions of healing that we got from a sketchy cat salesman.
Yep. All right.
Potions of healing?
Potions of healing.
All right. You pull a potion of healing.
Yeah.
It's 2 was that 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2. That's not a button, so I'm just gonna roll it in here.
Sure. So now you're 3 and 3. True even odds. Okay. Then it's
7
going
heals
to
for
be
me.
Acolyte number 3, who is going to, at this point, run out of things to do. So she's just going to claw at her, which does hit. 6 points of damage to her. And then it is Bill. Your turn.
Bill's turn. Well, Bill is suddenly feeling way better.
Yeah.
He's gonna go swang.
Okay, go do it. "13 hits."
Yay!
That's great news.
Sure
Mhm.
is. And I want to try to topple him. 15 is the
Okay.
DC.
These guys aren't very sturdy.
It's
That
a
fails, so
con
they're
save.
prone.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to roll bonus damage, or you want bonus hit? You get
Oh,
advantage because
yeah.
he's prone.
I get advantage because he's prone?
Yes. Nice, that's a crit.
Did that actually roll with advantage?
No, it doesn't matter. You crit anyway. You crit on 19s, so
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
So, how do we do that with just a D4?
just roll a d4. You can either roll one twice or just double it. I don't care.
Let's double it.
Double it.
Pop, pop.
Give it to the next person.
Cool. Okay. Next is the other acolyte, number 1, who is gonna run up and claw you, Dwight, I think.
Oh,
That's a nat 1. They miss.
Big miss.
Dwight, it's your turn.
all right. I'm going to use for my action. I'm going to use poison spray on Anchorite of Talos 1.
Okay.
And
What is
Like it.
that? That's a Constitution saving throw?
I believe so.
They fail.
Excellent. So that's 1d12 poison damage.
Cool.
Ooh, a D12. That's pretty good.
Potentially. Yo!
Cool.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word on myself.
Was poison spray a cantrip?
Oh, it is, yes.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Well, that's a
Okay.
bonus action anyway, right? Healing word. So.
Right, yeah.
Yep. Go for it.
All right.
Then after.
Hey, that's 8. I'll take it.
It will be the orcs get a return. I think she'll come over here. I don't think anyone's too hurt to the point where she doesn't feel comfortable. So yeah, she's gonna do that. She'll attack there. He's gonna run and hide. Actually, he's gonna stand there with his fist up.
Just
see
kind of
what
like,
orcs have.
ow! I
He's
will
gonna
do
run
nothing.
up to here.
I picture
Take a
Freddie
pause.
Mercury at Woodstock. It's just like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got it. All right, we're gonna do this. So bop bop, nothing. Toss bop bop. All right, we'll start with the toss first. Javelin hit to Talos or to Anchorite 1. That's a nat 1. All right, I'm gonna roll a D100 on you here. Just real quick. Where's my 100? There we go. If it's a 90 or above, you get stabbed. You're safe, Dwight. All right, safe there. Then we'll do the girls. Bops. Pap damage. That's a miss for her. That's a miss for her. They've done nothing for you lately. Ma. Ooh, nice. All right. And then Dro is gonna swing. He misses both. Poor chap. Well, she should have probably healed him. He's a trooper. He'll be fine. Maybe. She probably would have healed him, wouldn't she? It's too late. I already did it. Then it is going to be the anchorites. So this one's going to swing on Rom. That's going to be a miss. And the Echo is going to swing on Drugurk. Let's hope for missing. That's a miss. That's a hit.
Stop missing.
No. We want this guy to miss.
Oh, true.
That's 12 points of damage. Whew, he is. Lucky he didn't take both of those.
He sure is. I'm so proud of him.
He should get some healing next turn. Anyway, I digress. At the top of the order is going to be Pete. Bring us home. What are you gonna do?
Let's see. How far away am I from the Echo?
Oh, 1, 2, 3. You're about 30 feet. It's not quite scaled correctly with, or you're about 20 feet. It's not quite scaled correctly with the
20
map.
feet, 20 feet, 20 feet.
I can meet it in 30. It's fine. Okay, so I would
pretty cramped over there though.
Hey, that just gives me advantage. And sneak.
So if you want to go over there and melee, you're probably gonna have to go all the way around the tent to come up behind them.
Well, you said 20, which would mean an extra 10 would come up behind him. This is the bad guy, right? You know what? Let's just come over here and help Bill. Oh, I did not mean to draw.
You're 40 feet away from him going around the tent.
It's fine. I give up. I'm actually going to come over here and help out. We're going to come over here and absolutely blast this Acolyte. Yep.
Okay.
We're double hitting.
Go for it.
I got advantage, though. Okay, that one might.
Why do you have advantage?
I hit last time.
You didn't hit him last time.
Oh, but also he's there.
So?
Hold on.
You don't get no, if he's there you get to do sneak damage if you hit. You don't get advantage. You didn't hit this anchorite, so you don't get advantage on him.
Hold on. I thought I had advantage if somebody else is there, though.
Nope. I don't think so. You get sneak attack if someone's there.
Sneak attack.
Right. You still have to hit.
And then if you hit, you get advantage on your offhand.
Right.
Oh.
Or your next hit on that target.
I thought I just had sneak advantage if somebody was there.
Nope.
Are you thinking of pack tactics, which is what I had earlier?
Nope.
Is that what you're describing?
No.
No, but your first one misses. Your second one hits, so you do get sneak attack, and you'll get advantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah.
Like once you get going,
That's
then
fine.
rogue can't miss.
Oh, that was my sneak. Hold on, I didn't roll my actual.
Yep, you get sneak, and then you get this. So what is?
Okay, so there we go.
So 12 points total.
Sorry,
All good.
I messed it
All
up.
good. You're good.
You silly guy, out here cheating.
He's dead.
Bye.
Dead. Oh yeah. Oh, he was also prone.
Oh yeah. Well, you would have gotten advantage then. But doesn't matter.
He did.
You're right. He was prone. All right. Another one off the board. Looks like we're ramping down. Love to see it. Then after Pete, it's going to go to 15, which is Rev. Rev, what are you going to do?
I don't know. How's everybody feeling?
Yeah, I suddenly feel real good.
So the orc at the very top of camp is just absolutely charred and blasted. He's standing there. He's Freddie Mercurying up there with his fist raised.
It's like when you
Rom,
move with a really bad sunburn and your
Rom
shirt.
is pretty hurt. Dro Gurk is very hurt.
I think that's gonna be my play.
Ma's fine.
I think I will.
No one is more hurt than that lone orc up there, though.
He's fine.
A crisp breeze would kill him. I
Yeah.
think.
just for context, if you were to assign a number to how hurt he is,
A 1.
oh, that's more hurt than Bill was.
He's down to 1.
Bill was down to 5.
Yep. All right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Drogurk. Pull up app. And give him 9.
Okay. And
And
who you tolling?
If it pleases the court, I'd like to cast Toll the Dead on Talos 1.
Okay.
He's got to have some damages on him, right?
Presumably.
So Wisdom saving
Ooh,
throw
that
of
is
13.
a nat 1.
He did not save.
He did not.
It was close. If you got a 2.
Huh!
Up.
You tried.
Well, if he wasn't
Alright.
hurt, he is now.
True. So, Bill, I think you're up next.
Bill is up. He's going to assist Rom
All right.
by swanging.
Swang.
How may I help you today, sir? Can you beat the heck out of this guy?
Can you swang?
I think that hits.
And as is my the norm, I would like to try to topple him.
He saves.
Dang. I'd like to try to
He's
topple
trolled
him
before
again,
you said
please.
that.
I would like you to do that again. And
Yeah.
not please.
But I can swang on him with my second one.
For sure.
Yeah.
That hits.
Ooh, oh baby. Oh,
And
oh.
you can try toppling him again.
I would like to try to topple him again.
He also saves.
No.
Why won't you go down?
I'm just like swinging at his feet.
Do it.
Just fall.
Just
do saves.
fall.
All right. Anchorite 1 is going to swing on you, Rook. That is a 13.
It misses.
Nothing then.
Just
Good
barely.
AC. Good AC.
All right, your turn, Dwight.
All right. I'm going to do the poison thing again.
Okay.
Woo!
How about a 2? No, I'll take your
It does
damage.
not save.
Right. I'll take that.
He is dead.
Oh yeah!
Boom.
Take that.
All right. Is that your turn?
Then with I'm going to use my bonus action to. That's not a cantrip. That is my turn. Yep.
Okay. Now it's the orcs. So they're going to come up here. He's going to. He's going to come around. She's going to come in. She's going to heal him. 4, 10 healing. He's feeling all right now. Should be able to live through anything. They're both gonna take whaps. Roll for whap. That misses. He's gonna go. That's a hit. Nice. So that is give me the damage. There we go. 10 plus 14. All right, he's still holding on, and then they are both going to swing at that one. That's a hit. That's a hit. So we'll do that for these guys. That's 11. That's 12. 23. Very close. Yikes. Now it is these last two guys holding on. There's a slug match here. It's not looking good. Who can he try taking out with him? It's not very good. He's going to cast his last Thunder Wave on himself and try pushing all three of you away. So I need Bill, you, and the two girls to make saving throws.
I'm getting really tired of that move.
She does not.
Electrode uses explosion.
Again.
They broke, go fix it.
You only take 3 points of damage. It's pretty pitiful.
It's a sad thunder wave.
But you get moved 10, 10. And that's that. And then he's gonna just keep slugging, I guess. That's double misses. Well, I think we see the writing on the walls for this fight, but gotta carry it out. Pete, up to you.
I'm gonna just run up and pop out that.
And I'm gonna go in one of the tents and take a nap.
Okay. You're going to, again, this is a new person, so.
Yep. So no. Oh, I missed that one.
And I tried to trip him.
That hits.
That one does? Okay.
Yep.
And then there's somebody there.
Oh, nice. All right. You kill him.
Cool.
Good work.
I'm a
Stone cold killer.
Oh, cold.
All right, then it's Rev. The only ones left is the Echo.
That's the only guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only guy. The only dude.
That's the only dude.
What you gonna do? What's your dude gonna do?
I don't know. I might just cast Toll the Dead on him.
All right.
Da-da-da-da.
You could. I'm just saying, there's a chance, about a 1 in 12 chance, that you put this man down right now.
Get him.
Well, let's find out.
Down, 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 down.
What's your DC?
13.
That's an 11.
Yo.
Will he do it?
It is time.
The odds are in your favor.
Yeah.
They were until you rolled the dice.
Hey, Bill, it's your turn.
It's Bill's turn.
Unless you wanted to do something else, Rev. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
No. Well. No.
Okay. Bill, your turn.
Can I reach Echo?
Physically, it would be kind of hard. You would be
Like even with an
1,
upward,
2,
downward
3,
swing bonk?
4. It would be 30 feet to get there.
I've got 30 feet.
You can.
Just have the 2
What?
crickets. You said I have 30 feet. I said I just have the 2.
Oh.
Isn't an enemy joke.
All right.
Okay.
I think you can get in there like that.
That was very good.
I'd like to swing, please.
All right, go for it. That does hit. That does damage.
I'd like to topple him.
Okay. That saves.
Yeah!
Every time.
I'd like to do my second bonk.
That hits. Roll for bonk damage.
I'd like to topple him.
All right. He's still standing for now. I mean, he's metaphorically standing because he's absolutely sitting on the ground. Dwight, what are you gonna do?
Jump him!
Given the proximity of everybody, I'm going to go with my scythe. I'm going to swing on him.
Swing.
All right. Does that hit?
It does. Roll your scythe damage.
Slashing.
You know, we're right there.
How do you want to do it?
There it is.
Yes! In one fluid motion, I whip out the scythe, I give it a little flourish, twirl, and I swing right for the neck.
Right for the head.
Yeah, you've been spraying, wolfing, you've been doing all these things, but you walk over, you whip out that scythe, you and you just right through the neck. At least that's the way it would feel. Except for as you go and you pull that neck, it feels like you meet almost no resistance as the last of the energy in this echo begins to dissipate, and you see from the ground up the shimmering and the dissipating of this not physical anymore being. The fight comes to an end, and as the echo fades, the booming voice still fills all of your ears as you hear, "This is not the end of us," as the echo dissipates. Good job, guys. Thanks for staying late. We'll take an end there and revisit this scene coming back from break. Sorry for running over.
We'll take a
everyone.
bio. Everyone come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
5 minutes
Come
and
back.
come back.
We'll take a what's that? A 7-day
1 week
bio break.
Yeah,
And,
7-day bio.
We'll see you as we conclude this battle and discuss what we do next time.
On the
Matt?
House of Dargons. Thank you for joining, everybody. We'll see you again on Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern. You know, willing that we're all here on time. I was the one that was late tonight, but we got playing, and we had a nice long session. Good combat. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week here on House of Dargons. But until then, I've said we'll see you again next time on NerdHaus. Bye-bye.
Adios.